Welcome to the GRG podcast, the place for all your gaming news, plus hot topics of the week. Also remember to follow us on Twitter at KMega4.
Welcome to the GRG podcast. It's showtime, and we're light. We're extra light. I don't know how this is going to go tonight. You know, it came down to that last minute. Well, Mega, I can't come through. You know, other people has already been saying they off. You know, the typical. It is what it is. But you know what? We'll make it work. I take that back. I see what I have available. This is going to be a goddamn ugly ass show. It's going to be as bad as the goddamn debate last night. But regardless, Uncle Joe still got my vote. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? The GRG podcast is live and in full effect. You know what I'm saying? Off of last week hiatus. And yeah, it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. Had a good time last weekend. Got to hang out with the with my brethren, with my Dell City, class of 1994. Yes, I'm an old ass man, but you know what? I still put it in. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Had a really good time. You might
be old, but you still look young.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I love it. And it was great because seeing all my classmates, you know what I'm saying? Well, not all of my classmates, but a lot of them actually, because there was other events that I took a lot of pictures. I didn't show a lot of the pictures, but yeah, but other places I went, and there was more people that showed up. And yeah, man, it was great to see how well we kept up. The class of 94 was holding up, man, pretty good, man. So, you know what I'm saying? We'll see in the next 10 years how the hell our old asses look then and feel, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, we'll see what's going on right there. But without further ado, man, this man is looking forward to his 70th year graduation. You know what I'm saying? So oh my goodness. I mean reunion. Let me see, not graduation. SirXman. Oh, I had something that came up. It's almost time to restart. Man, come on. Y'all didn't sit there. Not now, sucker. Anyway, y'all gonna want me to restart the computer now after I just started to do that. Okay.
I promise you.
Windows is real disrespectful. Real disrespectful. Goddamn real disrespectful. Anyway,
you just restarted.
I just restarted and Windows is like, nah, you got another one. Nah, you gonna wait. You're gonna wait till the show is over. Yeah, anyway, you're gonna have to wait for him. Anyway, what's going on with you, SirXman? How you doing, brother?
Nothing much, just here chilling, that's all. And you graduated 10 years after me, so
shut your damn mouth. Hold on. You graduated in 84?
Uh-huh.
Okay, all right, so that's all right. So yeah, so yeah, your 50th, sucker, your 50th is coming. Your 50th is coming. Do you still go to your reunion? Do you still go to your reunions?
I haven't went to one in about 25 years.
Man, why not? They're great.
I've been doing other things.
Oh man. Okay. All right. Well, it is what it is. All right. Well, our guest, man, you know what I'm saying, who's been here for the last couple of weeks, coming through, really do appreciate it. Well, this would have been the K Mega and SirXman show tonight. And I don't
Ain't
know.
like we haven't had that before one time.
Well, yeah, we have. Like,
You
you know what I'm
had
saying?
it,
It's
and so
many
it's
years.
the show for like three going for 3 hours. Ain't that a damn shame?
Yeah.
No, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Then we had people jump in. Lemon jumped in.
Oh yeah.
What you call it? Don jumped in. Oh,
Right.
It ended up being full that day.
Yeah. Like some people will just come in and jump like, hey man, send me an invite. And I'll sit there and I'll go ahead and I'll do that. Like whatever. Like just come in for the conversation or whatever. But it's all good. I mean, look, it hasn't happened in a long time. So it's all good for people to for us to be light every once in a while. Have a short show, especially the show before last. Man, I think that was the longest GRG ever.
Yeah,
that was a
morning. Oh my God!
That was
like
damn
5 hours.
That was like a 5-hour podcast. That was nuts.
Hey,
that was nuts. We was touching.
I've been having fun with.
What'd you say?
I dropped the old school, man. I was playing some NBA Jam, man. I forgot how much fun that damn game is, dude.
Game is fire, bro.
Yeah, I was heating up.
Yeah, man. I haven't played that. I haven't played NBA Jam
right?
in a minute. Yeah, I still got it. Yeah, I still have it. I have it on the 360, fire, and I think it's backwards compatible.
It's backwards compatible, yeah.
Yeah.
It's backwards compatible, and they came out with their 2K versions NBA Playgrounds, but
NBA Jam is still a GOAT, yo. But you gotta admit
no. I'm not saying that. So came about those games. It has the NBA Jam feel, but they threw all that microtransaction shit into it, and it just like it killed like the spirit.
Yeah,
not it's 2K.
Yeah. So it's
it killed the spirit, but the game is still fun though.
Yeah, no, it did look good. I think I picked that one up, but I don't remember. I
played it.
Yeah,
I have it. I have it in my thing, but it just.
But I have a hard start.
It just
NBA
didn't
Jam,
have that. It's fun, but it just didn't have that feel of the NBA Jam. I mean, they did all the talking. And
well,
stuff,
they have to make it a little bit different. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But listen, the only game that I can allow other outside of NBA Jam that's in that is the oh my goodness, why I can't think of the name. It's the games from EA Big. NBA Street. NBA Street.
NFL Street.
Oh, that football. Oh, that was
the basketball. Well, the football, the basketball, and the soccer, but yeah, especially the basketball. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, because when you hit that player, you hit the crap out of them too.
Man. Oh yeah. That's why you probably won't see another NFL Street because it was so violent. But we'll see. We'll see what's going on with that. But anyway, man, we got to get to our next guest, man.
Megan, it's the reason why we never got another NFL Blitz.
Bro, I know, right? So, Yobi, what's happening with you, brother? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what was going on with you, man. You look like you got caught up into oh my goodness, man. We got
me or you?
That's
got a tornado warning again?
No. Oh shit! No, that's my other phone. It's an Amber Alert.
Somebody took a kid.
Somebody took a goddamn kid, man. Stop taking these kids, man.
You heard what
that's the second Amber Alert, man. Sit y'all's asses down.
Megan said that's his other phone. That's his trap phone.
Yeah, no, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. I was like, hold on. I'm looking at my phone.
Amber Alerts come up all the time, man. It's ridiculous.
Man, it's crazy, man. Stop stealing these kids.
Parents ain't watching their kids. That's the problem.
Man. Stop giving them these domestic issues. Stop bumping and grinding with the wrong men and women. So y'all have these issues, man. Shit, man. But stop taking the kids. Goddamn, these kids ain't did nothing to y'all. Anyway, man, no, hell no, man. Oh my Lord. Anyway, Yobi, what's happening with you, brother? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what was going on. I guess you just got caught up into watching The Mandalorian. And I was over here waiting for you for fight night. And then
the new one is out?
No, man.
Now he was just catching up on, I guess,
Okay.
the latest Mandalorian. But then,
Okay.
I just got Disney Plus back.
yeah, and so I was over here sitting here like, okay, and then it was 1:00, and he's like, "I'll be there in 10 minutes." Man, I'm already burnt out. I've been waiting.
Check me out because
okay,
when I told you said I'll be joining soon, I thought it was still like 12:30, and I looked up. It's like once I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah,
I got things to do. I got to go do some things.
Yeah, I was like, shit, I'm finna go ahead and get the hell out of here. Anyway, what's going on with you, Triple Cup Chuck? Hopefully to get you back on here, man, so you can help promote your
Triple Cup, what up, bro?
Yeah. Hopefully get it back on. Yeah. Love
Thanks, Curry.
You know what I'm saying? Big Bad Mo, Curie for sure. We see Pixel, you know what I'm saying, up in here.
It's Queen Curie, get it right.
You know, oh man, well, I don't know what happened between you and Pixel while I've been out and about, man. Come on now, don't do that. Oh, you said Curie. You said
Queen Curie.
Curie. Oh, okay.
Yes,
I thought you said
I see where your mind is at, you nasty.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't say Queen Curie. I just said Curie.
He didn't. I said, oh, yeah.
Oh, see, yeah, this show's gonna be quick. It's gonna be quick as hell. Anyway,
it is. I'm tired of him already.
Oh my god. Anyway, but Yobi, what's going on with you, brother? How you been? And I gotta hit up SirXman about that because he already said that he was playing NBA Jam. We'll go see if he's playing anything else. But Yobi, what you been playing, brother? What's been going on?
Listen, I've been playing WWE 2K24. I've been playing Starfield Mega. I got two things I gotta tell you, right? One, a bunch of modders. I don't know if you've seen on Twitter today. A bunch of modders announced on Twitter that they're starting the Elder Scrolls project to bring it to a planet in Starfield. In fucking insane.
That's
insane.
Crazy.
And two, you retweeted this game on Twitter like last week.
Yeah.
You know what game I'm talking about, right? It's that Project X Zone. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Bruh. Why have I not heard about this game by now?
Bro, you know what I'm saying? It's one of them things, man. It's going to be one of them dope ass gems that's going to come out. I gotta have it.
It's different, familiar but different. And I ain't never experienced nothing like this. So, and I got part 1 and part 2. So, yeah, I'm locked in on this one.
Yeah, no doubt. Oh, no doubt. So,
and also, Megan, it was a sale on Steam yesterday, bro.
I seen the sale. I seen the sale today. I'm trying to be patient. I'm trying to be patient.
Bro, I done bought like 6 to 10 games, bro.
Woo, bro.
And the majority of them was fighters, so all of them.
It is.
And I appreciate the couple of fighters that you sent me, man. I seen that. I was like, oh shit, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it. So yeah, I
sent you it was one of them I really wanted you to try. Pocket something.
Oh yeah, the first one. Yeah, I haven't tried anything
That's
yet.
The one I've been wanting you to try, bro.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try them tonight after the podcast. Yep.
I gotta go down.
SirXman, where the hell did you go? What you was just we were just seeing your old ass. What happened?
Yobi ain't on the screen. Give me a second. Daggone it.
Damn, man, what's happening? Okay, so now we short tonight. Now on top of that, y'all gonna hide y'all's faces, man. Listen.
Well, you always say you the most prettiest, handsomest one in the crowd.
I am one of the most handsome.
We gonna give you your dubs,
small podcasters in the game. Listen, I get it twisted. This light skinnedness is no.
Enjoy the lack of competition, K-Megan. Enjoy the lack of competition. All right,
let me stop it. I'll say I'm one of the most handsome big men in podcasting. Let's go.
Talk your shit. Wow.
Let's talk about shit. All right. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? We only got one woman in here right now. For all the ladies though. Well, I'm married. You see this ring right here. I can't be going too far.
Here you go.
But no, all right. So for me, well, no, let me go back, man.
Get up in here and help out, man. Get up in here. K-Megan talking too much crap.
What are you talking about? Who are you talking about to go to help? No, I'm just saying. Sorry,
I was talking to Triple.
Oh, he's talking to Triple. What else have you been playing other than NBA Jam?
Not much. I've had a lot of stuff I had to deal with this week. I did do a little Starfield for a minute just to check out the flow, see the new things, and see the graphics, and see what I can do with my ship, see if I can buy another ship and upgrade and stuff like that. You know, just little stuff right now until I started adventuring on. That's about it primarily, yeah. Oh yeah, I did do a couple of rounds in Battlefield. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Oh shit. See, oh my goodness. See, here we go. This man's being filthy right here. Pixel Big G is saying, he said the light skins have to resign, had to resign in. Man, come on, man. No, bro, we our reign is still supreme, man.
Why you hating on this light-skinned goodness, man? Why you hating on it?
You ain't light-skinned. You ain't light-skinned. What's wrong with you, SirXman?
I'm bronze color, dude.
You brown, but you
ain't. I ain't at low dark. All right.
No. You not Julian hair dark. But let's go. Anyway, stop that. Let's not do that. But Pixel, yes. You know what I'm saying? The light skinned is still in. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes the ladies might get it twisted a little bit and they kind of like, oh, you know, I like this and that. But then when that light skin hit them, that they don't know how to act after that. Then,
oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? That charm, the sophistication. And then on top of that, I'm a Virgo too. So, you know, it's on top of that. Yeah, it's just too much for them to resist. Anyway, so for me, been gaming on a little bit of Hogwarts Legacy. As you can see here, I'm over here fighting for my damn life here in Elden Ring. I'm back on being tarnished. The wand of Mega has returned because shit is too tragic right now. Unless I make me another build and then see what I can do by hacking and slashing. But I mean, I still got my blood sword, so you know what I'm saying. I can still get in and club with man. Wanda Mega's back. What's happening with you? What's happening?
Damn, MJ, he called you.
Finally beat Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes, I was going to say that. Yes. Yeah, you see my blood sword. Like, yeah. I'm cutting. I'm cutting them, right? Like I'm cutting them to the whitest meat, right? Like I'm tearing their ass up, right? But then when the real shit comes in, it hurts. So I'm just kind of like, okay, the wand of Mega has returned, and I'll start tapping that ass with that wand. I'll back up and just wing on them. So, you know, as a person who don't play Souls games, you know what? Listen, it is what it is. So, but I finally got into the DLC earlier this week after making the crazy mistake after listening to people by doing the new game plus and then not realizing that I had to beat bosses all over again to get to reopen the DLC to the Elden Tree, whatever. But yeah, it's dope. Of course, I was getting myself lost in it for a minute. But then I also picked up SMT Vengeance. Have not played it yet, haven't booted it up. But you know what I'm saying, it felt good to pick it up. You know, anytime that these Xbox games get these type of titles, I gotta support it. You know what I'm saying? It just, you know, I know it's not on Game Pass or anything, but I just have to support. So I have to get those games just because of the fact that, you know, and not only because I like them, but it's just the fact that Xbox has went out their way to push to bring those games to the Xbox brand.
What kind of game
I
is
have to support? It's from the makers of Atlas. It was actually okay. So you know Persona, right? Mm-hmm. Persona is Persona is a spinoff of the SMT games or Shimmy Gimme Tensei, however you say those, how you ever say it, right?
Shimmy Gimme Tensei.
Yeah, Tensei. Yeah, those were the original games that came out on PlayStation 1. I think they actually first came out on Nintendo. I don't know. The first time that I ever played it was on PlayStation 1. And so
what'd you say the name of it again?
Shimmy Gimme Tensei.
No, the game you're talking about.
Yeah, it's that Vengeance. It's SMT 5 Vengeance.
Got it.
Yeah. It just released about a week ago, I believe. And so I was like, man, I got to cop it. So I went ahead and copped it, and then come to the fascination of that. Like, you know, this is why, like, I love Xbox for what they do. It's a play anywhere title. So, you know, it's not only just the cross saves, but it's also one of those things where you can play it on your PC, you can play it on your Xbox as well. Yeah, it's cross-play as well. So it's fantastic. Beluga, I agree. They do need the remaster. But this is just a start. Like, it's just like for me when what is the name of that game? I played the first one, and I thought the first one was better than this version that came out. But once it came out on Xbox last year, I had to cop it, and I went through it. I beat it. Oh man, I can't think of the name of it right now. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go through my files and look. Hold on, I'm gonna look through that. Whatever. But anyway, I was playing Elden Ring. I haven't been playing some fighters. I got back to playing some Street Fighter 6. Getting cooked playing with Bison. I was starting off pretty good with Bison, and then when I started playing the golds and the platinum, you know, I was giving some heat because that's what I was going to start playing for Fight Night was Street Fighter 6, and so I can learn how to get, you know, try to figure out Bison, and but yeah, like I was just too slow, so I have to get better with Bison, and what's the sad thing about it is that I was like, I forgot because I went ahead and I picked up the season pass on PC as well, and I started playing it, and then I was playing on. I forgot that I didn't know that I was playing on moderate controls, and I was playing with Bison a lot better. So it was nasty, but I was like, okay, but I got me some wins, and then I went back to the regular controls, and then I was getting busted, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm done for the night. But yeah, so it was. You know, but Bison plays very, very well. You know what I'm saying? It's not anything wrong with the character. It's just me. I'm just playing really slow, especially because he's a charge character and stuff like that. But yeah, Bison plays very, very slick. And especially when people are already playing with faster characters, you just gotta kind of get through it. And it almost seems like his move sets is kind of limited to a degree, but he's powerful. So it's great. And his specials, like you can link them so well. So that's one thing that I did figure out. So yeah, I just got to get back into the lab, start working because Bison's one of my favorite characters. So I got to definitely do that. But other than that, there was another game I've been playing as well. Oh yeah, that's right. Yo, you brought it up. Guardians of the Galaxy. I did finally beat. I played it and I beat it. I made that promise. Yeah, man. You'll see gameplay of it tonight. Had a blast. Had a blast with it. It is a very good game. It is.
Told you, bro.
It is crazy that game did not sell as well as it did. But again, like I was saying on Devin the Gamer, I understand. You know, I get it. And when I did the crossover by myself, because Ham's on hiatus, which I'm happy that he is on hiatus. He'll be good and recharge when he comes back.
You warned him.
Yeah, well, I told him. I said, when that shit hit, it's gonna hit you, and you're gonna relax. See, the difference is Ham is gonna come back rejuvenated and ready to probably do 7 days a week.
Yeah, he was like, "Nah, I'm good, sucker." He's like, "Yeah, you saying that now?"
Yeah. But
yeah, me, spending time with his
if I take 3 weeks off, K-Becker might be retired.
So, when the Elden Ring came out, you was gone for damn near a month.
I was out there. There wasn't really too much anything going on. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy was really fun. Really fun to play.
Glad you enjoyed it, man.
Yeah, it was really good. I hate that Square Enix did not publicize that game properly or even when they showed the gameplay, like it just didn't look well. And I think you said on
bro, Gamer that the gameplay they showed it was I believe the Switch had marketed right. They showed the Switch version.
Oh,
that's why it didn't look the way that's why it looked the way it looked.
Oh,
and then I looked up on Nintendo Switch. You can't buy a physical. Once you buy it in the store, you're buying a cloud version. You can't run the physical game on the Switch. You got to play it through cloud only. I did not know that. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, no, that was an awful showing for that game. Awful showing. And
plus the bad talk about the Avengers gave that game a little, bad mojo for people about playing another Marvel game.
Yeah, because didn't the Eternals come out at that time? And then
no.
Yeah, I thought the Eternals came out at that time.
On the movie?
Because Avengers Endgame was God tier. Like that had nothing to do with it. Yeah, so it had to be and that's when all the hate for Marvel, because then they did the for the Marvel.
The Avengers movie wasn't that bad though. I mean, the Eternals movie wasn't that bad. The Eternals movie wasn't that bad.
No, the Eternals movie wasn't bad.
Fire. I love the fire.
It wasn't the best, but it was dope.
Right.
I enjoyed it.
That's the thing to me that trips me out about those type of games, how social media and how people kind of react with this doom and gloom shit is like Endgame was called Endgame for a reason. Like,
exactly.
Of course, it was supposed to be the biggest, baddest thing that we've ever seen. And then you hit a reset. Like, you can't
That's
have
what tripped me out, Mega,
every
because
show after
exactly
after that. Like, you got to rebuild everything up. So
right, they expect the end game to keep going with these other movies that come out. It's like, no, now it's the big reset. Now you got to start all the way down and slowly build back up.
Yeah, slowly build back up. Yeah, like, I mean, there was people tried to disrespect Shang-Chi, but then it was just
that was a great
out of sight.
That
like,
shit was he, bro.
We went to the movies and seen that shit and was like, oh, what if, like, I was looking at people from on the internet that was like, man, I wouldn't go see that because they're on this bullshit about Disney or whatever. Nah, Shang-Chi.
That shit was he, bro. Especially that fight between him and his old boy. Forget it, bro.
Well, okay, so for me, is like Shang-Chi could be one of the best origin stories out of all the Marvel movies, in my opinion. It's definitely it's in the top 2. It's not it's that good. So
Michelle Yeoh made that show cook too.
Like the casting, the comedy, the series, the fighting scenes were absolutely incredible.
Everything was legit, bro.
Yeah, it was a legit movie. Yeah, and no, Ant-Man. The last Ant-Man wasn't the best.
No, it wasn't
bad though, but it wasn't bad. Like,
it wasn't bad.
It wasn't the best, but it wasn't bad. Like it's let's leave it at that. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
It's like people didn't like Loki, but Loki was fire.
I don't know how the hell people didn't like Loki. I don't know how people didn't like. I don't know how people didn't like WandaVision. I don't know how people didn't like.
WandaVision was awesome.
How people didn't like Falcon and the Winter Soldier. The first 4 shows, I don't know how anybody could bitch on that because the show after that was after the one that you just mentioned was What If. The animation.
What If series.
Captain America, the British woman. Oh man.
Yeah. Peggy Carter. Oh my God. Yeah. Like so like
love her.
Yeah. No. And then I still haven't seen She-Hulk. I know that people had a problem.
You can pass on She-Hulk.
Well, I'm gonna catch up on She-Hulk. And then
watch She-Hulk because She-Hulk is basically that whole show is basically catered to her comic. To the comic vibes,
right.
That's why a lot of people didn't like them. Like, I personally love it.
Yeah, no, I thought it was fantastic. I thought, and then like people were, and then when the downslope started to really happen is when people tried to talk about Miss Marvel, and I didn't watch Miss Marvel until a year afterwards, and I said, this is adorable. This is like I thought this was cute. It like, I want my characters to not all be the same. I love the way that. They I
like the ending of that.
The ending of it it had its little charm to it, like little like a high school type of show, and then it got kind of serious, and then it got really serious, and then I was like, oh, this shit is good. It wasn't. I really enjoyed it, like, and you know what I'm saying, and
gotta watch the second one.
And then I did watch, and then Hawkeye. Hawkeye was really good, and then I hated the ending. I did not like the last episode. I thought the last episode fell on its face. But
they're supposed to be talking about making a season 2 of that.
Yeah, no, and I'm cool with that. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I always, like I've said before, I go into watching this stuff to be entertained. I'm not going in here to be all thorough. Like, now, I will say, Thor: Love and Thunder was a disaster to me. I really hated the way that they kept picking Thor to be corny. Like, Thor is corny, but he's
not that corny.
He's not that corny. And so, like, they did enough with because it worked really well with when they did with the last Thor movie before that with the Hulk in it. And I thought that it was perfectly worked out. Like, and also Hela was a dope ass villain, right? Like, she was dope. And so, like, but then this one, it just didn't. When you put the God Butcher in there, I was expecting a lot more of that. But then they did kind of like what they did with Wonder Woman 84, made it more about the love interest instead of the. And to me, Wonder Woman 84 was
Mega
right
about
Jaguar Woman.
Yeah.
They said the original cut was supposed to show the God Butcher killing all the gods, but they said all that shit got cut.
See, so you can't. You gotta let them see. That's what I was hoping that when they saw all the gods there, I was like, oh, God Butcher's coming.
If you go call him the God Butcher, how you not show him killing the gods? How you not show that?
Right, like that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I did not like that at all. Like, I mean, I thought that the producer that has worked with Thor, he did a great job with the movie beforehand, but Ragnarok. But yeah, he did too much work, and I knew that this movie was probably going to be in a bad spot when Thor did the splits, and then how he was getting kind of low key dissed by the Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm like, this is fucking Thor, bro. You better show some respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can be annoyed by him, but you got to show respect because he'll tear y'all's asses up. But man, anyway, so yeah, there was a lot of things about Love and Thunder I did not like. So it's not like that I'm just one of these people that I gotta like everything, but. Yeah, so I've seen the disaster with that. But anyway, I know that we're kind of going off a tangent because we got to get onto our topics. But
Disney do not mess up Deadpool versus with Wolverine.
Oh no, that's not.
Mess that
it's
up.
Not gonna be, no. That's not going to be messed up. I think that's going to be humanized.
I've been hearing that for the people who got an early view on, I've been hearing nothing but good things.
Yeah, no, that's going to be where all the hate for Disney and shit like that you get for some of these people right now because it's all like political and cultural.
We know what they're doing.
Yeah, we know what to do.
Well, Ryan Reynolds put a stop to it because Disney tried to put their influence in it, and Ryan Reynolds said no.
Well, hold on.
I'm not messing up my movie.
Okay, well, hold on. Let's get something straight here. Disney owns them, so
Ryan Reynolds can't stop shit.
Something, right? Like, but if Disney wants to go that route, right? Disney will. They own that property. They can't. Ryan Reynolds can only say what he wants, but he's still going to do. So the reality of it is that yes, I'm sure that Disney wanted to try to come out here and say PG-13 and said, no, this would probably be a bad idea.
No, it wasn't because of PG-13. We'll talk about it in the background. So
okay, but
you gotta understand, SirXman, nobody's bigger than Disney.
Right. Like that's what I'm saying. Like you sit there, like with the stuff with Mahershala Ali with Blade, right? Like I know that's looking like a disaster and shit like that, but Mahershala Ali is pulling the strings. He's like, look, this is what we need. This is why they're going through so many different writers until, like he said, this script is garbage. Get this shit out of here. And Disney's complying because Disney knows, like they see what's been going on, and so they've been trying to play cheap, the writer's strike, all that other shit, whatever. And so they gotta have it. And again, I feel that everything with the X-Men is going to rejuvenate the whole Marvel saga thing. While now I'm kind of scared of the DCU because of, I don't know. I did not like that Superman outfit and none of that shit. I didn't.
Yeah, they're getting ready to go through the fourth phase with Marvel. But we'll see. We'll see what's going on with that. But yeah, no, I don't have no problem. I know that because Hugh Jackman would have had a problem as well. So, like, you know what I'm saying? He would have signed on, the script had to be right, things like that. So it's just a whole thing like that. And listen, my last point on the whole Marvel Disney thing, whatever. We can't keep dissing Disney about shit after that outputting of the X-Men. That was some of the best shit that I ever. X-Men 97 was some of the best series watching that I have ever seen.
Can't make it this year. Season 2 is coming next year.
Oh, they got a season. They're already good for another 2 seasons. So yeah, that was immaculate. I sat there and watched that shit religiously. When I knew that shit was coming on, I was watching this shit in here, and because my wife is not familiar with the X-Men, so I'm trying to get her turned on to the X-Men. Not like that, but I'm trying to get her informed on the X-Men and stuff like that. But man, I would come out there and I would be like, man, the stuff that they're doing with this show. So I don't know what happened with the writer and everything like that, but then they got to have that man working on some movies because the shit that he was doing, man, oh my God.
Well, Disney's never really had too much of a problem with the animated stuff.
Yeah, well,
some of their movies they've been having problems with.
Well,
their animated stuff has always been
is the masters of the animations of the DC characters. Like DC is the best, is the all class when it comes to their animation.
Yeah, their Batmans are no joke.
Well, just everything, like the Justice League, everything that they make it always hits. I've never seen anything that their animation teams work on the
Justice League to
Justice
Superman,
League, from DC,
to the Wonder Woman.
It's always great. Yeah. So anyway, all right, man. So let me go ahead. Let's get to the topics, man. All right. So first things first. Rumors that PlayStation is working on bringing PlayStation 3 games to PlayStation 5. SirXman, this is one of the topics that you definitely wanted to talk about. Why now? Why now? Since it was once at one time that backwards compatibility was for old fuddy duddies, and it doesn't
right. And they didn't want it. Right.
And they didn't want it. Now these rumors is coming out. You know, saying it first popped up from Hip Hop Gamer years ago, and then he reiterated again. And then here Jeff Grubb, he just came out and said that it does seem like this is a possibility.
I think I told you why after the thing, but I'll tell it now.
Yeah, but go ahead. But give me your thoughts on this, and then I'll ask you a question after you get done. Give me an explanation on this. But why now? Why now?
Because they don't want Microsoft to be the only ones to bring Call of Duty back compat just all on their console. They want some of them back compats on their console. So when Microsoft releases it, the back compats, they can give Sony some of those back compatible games. And that's all it is. That's why they're trying to do the back compat for PS3. That's why. Because we having all those Call of Duties and it's in Game Pass, and they don't have none of them. Yeah. That's a big deal. But they won't tell you that. They'll tell you because it's for other games. But I think they want some of those Call of Duties and the other Activision games on their console too when we release them.
You got your hand over your mic, man.
No, my hand ain't over my mic. I was just leaning back.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But nah, that's the main reason. They want some of those Activision back compatible games when they come out. That's what that's all about. They just don't want them just being stuck on Xbox because they don't have backwards compatibility.
Do you think Xbox would?
That's not a fact, sir, man.
Well, I mean, but hold on.
But they never had they never thought about back compatible.
Right
now, all of a sudden,
I believe they thought about back compatible because who was the first one who reported on it years ago? Hip Hop Gamer.
I didn't know Hip Hop Gamer. I didn't know what he was thinking. I don't know.
Yeah, no,
that's just my mind. That's just my mindset. I didn't know,
but I'm telling you, he reported on that years ago. So
that's what he said. But this is what I said. This came from my point of view. I didn't know anything about him.
I'm not saying you did, sir. I'm telling you that this is what he reported on years ago. And who's to say Sony has been working on this for years?
No, never mind, dude.
No. Listen. If we're gonna be adults, let's talk like adults. Don't say never mind. Let's talk.
I was talking like an adult. I'm just telling you what I think. Why all of a sudden
he was giving his.
Go ahead. Please.
But I think that's why all of a sudden they're talking about it and putting it out there. Now they want to work on it 8 years later after we've already done back compatible games for 360 and the OG Xbox.
Who was we?
Xbox.
Okay, say Xbox. Not
no. Come on now, Yobi. That shit, man. The man can say we shit. He's Team Green, man. Come on,
bro. If you making money off on, you can say we. If you ain't making money off on,
man. Come on, man. Let this man finish his point of view. Come on now, Yobi.
That's his opinion. Go ahead, old man.
Go ahead, SirXman.
I'm done, man. Go ahead. I'm
shit.
Go ahead. Go.
Oh man. Okay, so Yobi, your thoughts about this?
I already said what I said. Just go ahead.
What did you say? Say it again.
I said that this. I said me personally.
Yeah.
Hip Hop Gamer reported on this years ago.
Yeah.
And I don't like the fact that these people out here disrespecting this man. So, he just those.
Tom was disrespectful. I did not like what Tom. Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck was that about? That was bullshit.
But I wasn't trying to disrespect Hip Hop Gamer, yo. But
I didn't say that. I didn't say you was disrespecting him. You just said Tom, not you.
Yeah, no, but okay, all right. But go ahead, continue, yo.
I don't like the fact that people out here disrespect the Hip Hop Gamer, right?
Yeah,
and people's like, oh, he just said and say things. I'm like, but listen, Hip Hop Gamer is outside. The people who talking shit on him, they not outside like him. Like he's literally outside setting things up to put things in place. Like I don't like that.
Well, I say Grub is outside and Jez is outside. I don't know what Tom does. I mean, I'm Tom. I don't know how Tom operates because you barely see him. You just see his posts. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I don't know what Wario or any of these other people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't. But yeah, hip hop
game is outside majority than everybody because that's how I feel. Like every time I open my Twitter, I see hip hop game over here, over there, posting new stuff, So like, man is everywhere.
No, he's everywhere.
Yeah,
he's everywhere. Now he got some corny takes. Now I will say that I like this with the whole WWE putting a WWE character into Street Fighter or have a Street Fighter versus WWE. Like he's been doing that for years with those corny ass takes. Like I'm like, bro, I need my Tekken cross Street Fighter first before you can do some bullshit like that. I don't want none of that. I don't want The Rock. Now that chick that's from AEW that they showed with the cakes. I'm like, oh my Lord, like, okay, I might have to start watching that. With the
cakes. Oh, did she have blonde hair?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, like
white and black.
I don't know. She was having on some green outfit and she had ass for days, and I was like, okay, that's
green outfit. I gotta look her. I think I know.
Yeah. I seen. I was like, what? They packing like that over there? Okay.
Oh yeah, yes they are. Yes they are.
Yeah, and I know that what I'm saying, like, but I haven't watched wrestling in so many years. But yeah,
we said easy K-Maker.
I know. You know how I am about them buns, boy. You know what I'm saying? So, but no.
But long story short, I honestly believe Sony, like when hip hop gaming first reported on this, I believe Sony has been working on this in the background for a long time because you got to look at it like this. Still to this day, they don't have backwards compatibility like that. So now I feel like maybe they're towards the middle or at the end game of getting it finally implemented. That's what I feel.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that, and I agree with. See, now this is the question I got to go back to. All right, I got to ask SirXman on this one. So you think that backwards compatibility thing, interest is because of Call of Duty? You think that Microsoft would allow them to have Call of Duty? I mean, Call of Duty is for the streets, but do you really think that Microsoft would allow the older Call of Duties to be on the PlayStation, on PlayStation?
We'll get it in Game Pass. They'll have to pay for it. That's more revenue.
That makes sense.
For Microsoft. Plus the older games, yeah. Well,
yeah, and plus the older games too, because I mean, look, I would love to play a Heavenly Sword again. I would love to play a Heavenly Sword because I do not have my PlayStation 3 anymore, and I do need. And I would be, that would get me to get on my PlayStation and enjoy. You know what I'm saying? So,
and they're trying to set it up where you can do it natively. Also,
well, yeah, right. Like so, and I think that would be smart. Listen, again. The stands will not open their mouth and will say it, but the reality is that listen, they're following what the true leaders in innovation does, right? Like Nintendo is very innovative and they do things their own way, but Xbox, in the sense of where I feel that's more popular innovation, is the leaders in that department.
Sony might have just started, working on it. Maybe 2, 3, 4 years ago, right? But they're still backwards compatibility, man. They're still behind. So, in other words, you thought about doing something late before you realized how popular it was. Instead of, okay, we're gonna try to give it to you right after we did. What did they say? They don't like playing old games. Well, you can see on Xbox, they do like playing old games.
Well, PlayStation fans like playing old games too. Let's not get it twisted. They're full of shit. Their content creators be full of shit. And,
I know.
Yeah, so like the reality of it is that they want to play old games too because they keep talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like they want to see a new version of older games. So therefore, they're telling you right there that they want older games. They some of them want new iterations. Others like to go back and they like to play some of those classics. It's just, this is the reason why we're gamers, is because of some of that nostalgia. And then if you can go back and you can play that game, not saying that you're going to know life all these old games, but having those in your library to where you can buy and own, it feels good to have that, especially if you've lost it or if you never had the opportunity to own it. Why not? So yeah, I think it's a great move for PlayStation. There's no question about it. I just think that
they just took too long.
Yeah, they took way too long. And again, they're following the true innovators, which is Microsoft, and that's
like Xbox with games on PC. They
right.
took too long.
Well,
they're doing it now.
Yeah, but
but
they didn't need to though. Last generation, they were kicking so much ass, they didn't need to. So that was
they started that when they really started jumping that direction real quick. When they were running out of games to produce.
Okay, all right. Now we're filling in a little bit. We're filling in a little bit. I was gonna just let you sit there until you said something, sucker. Anyway, no, I just seen when you left it at. Anyway, DarkOttemis, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be making movies or you know.
I'm looking at this youngin over here picking on this old man, dude.
It was unfair. It was
unfair. Unfair, man. Okay, we can't have this.
Right. No, we right. You got to protect the old man. So good.
Exactly.
I don't have to protect his old ass. I was going to let him fight for himself, but this young man.
You didn't even bat an eye. You were like, let this man.
No. I was like, no. I said, Yobi, come on, back off a little bit, calm down. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
you did, but you didn't
a little bit. Well, let SirXman get smacked across the head a little bit. I ain't. You know what I'm saying? He's tough.
You're supposed to respect your elders, man. Come on now.
I do. That's why I told Yobi
to go finish that Deadpool movie and stop talking shit.
SirXman's 1 foot in the grave, man.
Oh my God! See, now you over here talking about beating on an old man. Come on, man, stop it, really.
SirXman knows I love him.
Yeah, but since you're here, what do you think about the Sony now doing backwards compatibility, trying to do backwards compatibility?
Absolutely.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah, that's why I asked it. It's the first topic in the DM. I sent it to K Mega as a topic.
Wait, hold on. Before you answer that, Dart, let me do this. DJ Birdo Dots with the super chat. He said,
I was going to go back to it.
Citizen SirXman. Let's go.
Favorite senior citizen. Are you? Do you have?
Thank you, DJ.
Do you have the card where you can eat cheap now, SirXman?
I only eat filet mignon, bro, and you can't get that cheap.
You can't use your senior citizen's shit.
I don't have a senior citizen's card.
I don't think SirXman's that old, bro.
I'm not old enough for senior citizen,
bro.
I don't think he's. I think he's close, but
you have to be 62 to be considered for senior citizen discount, man. No, 55. Oh, I do qualify.
It's 45. You do qualify. Yeah,
you're not far from it either, dude. Don't even try that.
I mean, I'm some years away, but say I'm retired as well, so I now can get my here in the beginning.
You get your AARP.
Yeah, well, no, I get my Medicaid. Yeah, because I'm retired, so I've been retired for 2 years. So I'm like, shit, I can get my Medicaid now. I'm good. It starts next month. I'm good. And I'm just waiting so I can get them cheap ass meals. I'll show it to them.
By the time K Mega can get to those cheap ass meals, he ain't even gonna be able to walk.
Damn, probably right. You're probably right. I was working out. I went working out today, and I was working out.
I'm not talking about your weight, man. I'm talking about that back of yours. It's all fucked up.
No, that's what I'm saying. I was working. I was working out in the pool. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, were you?
Yeah. No. So. Because I got to get back to getting on the grind again. So I was like, man, I got to get my ass in that pool. So yeah, but no, anyway. But what's your thoughts about that though, Dark? About the whole situation with PlayStation doing the bringing in the back compat of PlayStation 3 games?
I think it's a little too late, to be honest.
Thank you.
Okay.
Just because of the fact, like if they were going to do it for next generation, then that would make more sense. But I think like this generation's already hot and running, Yeah. It's already like in the middle of the generation. Actually, I think we're even past the middle of the generation, aren't we? Now? because they're planning on doing like a 2026 reveal of like the next consoles or whatever. So
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like the only thing I could like that would benefit me is if they put the Resistance games, the Killzone games, those kind of games on the backwards compatibility, but then also like they don't really have like a ton of games that they don't already have like remastered or
the God of War
done.
3, God of War collection.
Well, I mean, even the
need
God
to
of
remake.
even the God of War 1 and 2 is already on, PS Plus.
PS4.
Yeah.
It's on PS4 and it's on PS Plus,
You got to
but it's
stream it
also
or it can download.
I think you have to stream it.
You got
Well, see, they want to do it natively.
Yeah,
they'll like we do.
They'll do a download or whatever. Honestly, I don't see why they didn't even do PS2, PS1 in the beginning.
Right.
Because it makes sense for the PS3 because the cell architecture and all that stuff. I mean, yeah, that makes sense, because they would have to
They're
figure out a way.
Trying that too, Dark. The rumors are they're trying
Yeah.
to do the PS1 and 2s also.
But I think, PS3, like that's the only, honestly, that's probably the only like console I would ever really truly go back to. Like 360, PS3 days, like I can play those games, but like PS2, PS1, even original Xbox games, I'm like,
You can't go back to those?
I can't go back to those.
Oh man, I can go back to those.
I can't.
Man, dude, you don't know what it's like to play the game called Black, dude. That game is still.
I know, I played it. No, I played it.
Now, but yeah,
going back to it's like, one of our good buddies, well, used to be a good buddy, Mooch used to say, he used to say that nostalgia is a hell of a drug, and
right.
it really is. And that's the thing, like a lot of us aren't gonna, I mean, we'll play them for a little while just to see what they look like, but I don't think a lot of people are going to go back and be like, oh my god, I'm playing this game, I'm playing this old game and stuff like that.
Don't say that about taking Tag to K Mega.
That's a different beast. That don't count.
I don't know. I've just never been like, oh, I want to go back to, original Xbox, or PS2 or PS1 days. I just, I mean, yes, the games were better then, yes, in terms of like, originality, but like, when you go back to those games, you're like, ooh, yeah. Like, well, why did I even like this game? So I don't know. I think that they're just trying to, it like people have been saying, they've been kind of following the third leader in gaming, which is Xbox. Right. And that's so weird that you would do that, but I don't see them. I don't see this being like a big hit, like when Xbox announced, backwards compatibility for, the Xbox One. Right. And I just, honestly, I could just see them putting out a tweet or something like that. Like, you can play your PS3 games and your PS2 games now on the PS5. Like, I don't see them making a big announcement on this, just because didn't they even say in the past, like, nobody wants to go back to old games?
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Yoshida was the first one that brought that up, and then of course all the stands just ate it up, and they used that for countless years until just recently,
until all the Call of Duty, until the Black Ops 2 became backwards compatible with Call of Duty, Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1. They were crying for it over there. I saw the hatred because we had back compat over there, and Sony couldn't do it.
I have the best of all worlds. I have a PC, I have a PS5, I have a Xbox, I have a Switch, so it don't faze me. But it's one of those things like, why now? You have to question that, because
I've already
like
said
all of a sudden. No, I saw what you said. I heard what you said. You know, and I was thinking to myself, like, you kind of got a point there, SirXman. Like all of a sudden they're starting to do this because Call of Duty's coming to Game Pass, you know, or you know, or this
The
year's
OG,
been,
yeah.
or this year's, you know, showcase was so phenomenal from Xbox that they're just like, now, oh, we gotta do something, you know, and I just don't see that being the big hit that they're thinking it's gonna be.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either. I agree with you. I don't think that it's going to be,
but only because
dunk. But you also
only because most of those games are already remastered or remade already.
Right, but okay, so like that's why I was bringing up a game like Heavenly Sword. That would be perfect, or the SOCOMs, and then like you got
do they own Heavenly Sword, or does
yes
they do own Heavenly Sword because
so
I do
Ninja
feel,
Theory doesn't have the rights to that.
As you're seeing this beautiful Ninja Theory hotness right now of Hellblade. Oh my god, man! Just me looking at this, I want to play it again. I want to do.
It's a good game.
I want, yeah.
Hellblade 2 is a good game.
I love Hellblade, man.
I don't know why people dogged on Hellblade 2 so much. It's actually a good game.
It's a fantastic.
Stay
game.
focused, gentlemen.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm just looking at my gameplay while I'm fighting for my damn life.
Every time you see those scenes right there.
I'm cutting his ass to the white meat. Ah! Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, it's crazy that they just, you know, what they did with that game, to be honest.
You're boring, Cozy.
Hell no.
Yeah, no. Look at that. Bro trying to cut his neck. He was like, "I'm gonna cut you." Look at that. Maneuvers, boy. Yak. Okay. Anyway,
that game is so graphic too, man. Like
it is very graphic. I don't know, like
bloody as hell, and just like I liked it. I don't know.
I had an argument. Now the Fire Guys was tearing my ass up, so I probably died on this one. I might have fight for my life and survived. I don't know, but them fire dudes was tearing my ass up. But
they're hard, dude. Yeah,
they're tough.
You played on dynamic, didn't you?
Yeah, I played on dynamic. You know, I don't play on easy. Oh yeah, he killed me. I had a guy that was questioning me about, you know, I was bringing up about Play Anywhere, and he started talking about, I got 140 games on my PlayStation. He started talking. He started wolfing tickets, and I was like, oh well, bro. Until you get 1,000 games on your motherfucking PlayStation, don't talk to me, right? Like, you know, move along.
Get 1,000 games on both consoles.
Right. So then he played this card on me, right? He played this card. Well, I'm not rich like you, but I have to pay bills, and I'm like, are you kidding
why do they always pocket watch, bro?
Right. Hold on. No, this dude. Okay, so this dude called me a idiot, a weirdo, and a dumbass, right? And I still kept this civil with him, right? And then he started. Then we started having more conversations. Then he talked about like his money situation. And instead of me calling him broke and saying, "Look, then you need to not be in gaming," like some people have told other people, I said, "Well, this is why I play on Xbox, is because of the deals that I get, or you know, what I'm saying, like you know, I always look for deals." The rewards that you get from Xbox, things like that. I said, and also like PC, they have great deals as well, but I always look for deals. Let me tell you what this dude told me. He said, and this is when I brought up about, because it's in relation to the topic. I said, and also I said, I like to pick up older games too. I don't just play one or two genres of games. I play multiple genres. So you know, and I like to play older games too. So I said, so I always try to find deals. And I said, that's why I think that it's a good idea for what PlayStation is doing, because I'm sure you can find great deals for some of those older games, maybe a hard copy or something like that. This dude says, well, I don't make enough money to buy a lot of games. And I said, well, if you think about this, I said, I've had sales where I've sit there and I bought maybe 4 games under $20. And so then, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to be like cool with him on the situation. Like, you know, I'm not going to dog you out because you over here saying you didn't have the money, and I'm not going to be a dick like that because I'm not rich. I'm just, you know, saying, you know, I'm blessed, but I'm not rich. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay bills
with your money.
Right. So, so this is what this dude said. he showed me his PlayStation games, and he says, "Nah, I'd rather just buy quality games that are brand new."
He went to that.
Yeah, and I read it again. So I looked at his list and I said, "You know what's funny?" I said, "I have every game that you got except for 2, and that is Stellar Blade and Ronin." And I said, "But you know what's the difference? I didn't pay $70 for none of those games that you got. And I won't be paying $70 for Stellar Blade or Ronin when they come to PC."
I paid $70.
Yeah. And so yeah,
I shouldn't have, but I did.
What a dick. Like, that's the thing. And so, like, to me, it's value is what's important. The play, and this is why I've kind of gone more away from PlayStation, because they have not given the value to the customer.
But value is
like I felt
for
like
other people, right?
Right. And so, but I'm just saying, but I feel like when you look at the competition's value, right? Like Nintendo, I buy the least games there because their value is ass.
Well, yeah, they just don't have the games that you are.
No, they got games that when I was watching the Nintendo Direct, there was quite a few games that I was looking at, but like Donkey Kong Remastered, like that's just going to be, I'm guarantee you, $60. I'm not paying $60 for a game that I played many moons ago, and just because it's got better polish to it and maybe run a little bit better, I'm not paying $60 for that. So I got to wait, and I probably got to wait 3 years before that game will get down to at least $30 to where I would like, okay, that's the appropriate price.
No,
you know what I mean?
Nintendo don't drop their prices on none of their games.
No,
they
do.
They do.
They drop their prices, but yeah, after a couple of years, yeah.
If you find sometimes around Christmas time, they'll drop, like, some of their older stuff down,
right?
But like anything that's newer, yeah, they don't. They keep that around for a couple of years and then they drop them.
And I think that Nintendo, and that's why I do feel like when hip hop gamers brought up about like Nintendo is considering bringing their games to PC in 2026, and I know a lot of people don't agree with me on that, but listen, emulation is a real thing. I have emulators. I have no problem saying I got emulators. Yeah, I got a lot of shit emulated. My PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, I got Xbox, old Xbox.
Freaking pirate, man,
bro, I don't care. Give me the games. I want them to be available. Like if you give me a mini Dreamcast, I'll buy that shit. Day one.
Me too.
You give me, you know what I'm saying? I got, I have the right there behind the Kobe Bryant book. I got my PlayStation 1 mini. You got to give me more games. If you know what I'm saying, you should have had more games available so I could have. Like, I mean, there's a lot of, like, PlayStation 1 is one of my favorite, if not my favorite console of all time, which slowly but surely I'm looking at that 360 kind of creeping over and taking that number one spot. But I'm still going to give PlayStation 1 the benefit of the doubt just for now. That PlayStation 1 is my favorite all-time console. I would like to have as many titles from PlayStation 1 that I possibly can. And since they don't want to sell those games, and I understand because of just
licensing reasons.
With licensing reasons and things like that, I get that, right? Like there's certain games that I just wouldn't get. So if y'all want to play hardball and be bullshitting, then okay. I'll go ahead and I'll just get an emulator and I'll play the games and until y'all get y'all stuff, I have no problem with spending the money and buying it because I mean I have a thick library of PlayStation games, Xbox games, PC games as well. And well, I don't have a lot of Nintendo games. I have a good sizable. I have about 40 games on my Nintendo Switch. So I mean, it's like, come on, man. I ain't afraid to buy them, but bring them, present them to me.
It seems like they like to forget about their past. A lot of these and Microsoft Xbox, they've always kind of embraced it. Even in the 360 era, they had original Xbox games. And then in the Xbox One era, and people will say, well, the reason why that is because they didn't have any games, so that's why they've always been like that. They've always, I mean, really think about the 360 era. What games that they had that were exclusive to their console? There wasn't very many.
No, it wasn't very. No, it wasn't very many. But
and there wasn't very many even in the original
Project Gotham Racing.
Well, no, I think that they would have more.
I think they had more in the OG. They had way more in the OG.
More exclusives than they did on the 360. Yeah, I agree with you on that.
They did. And in the Xbox One era, I mean, they didn't. I mean, they had exclusives, but they
promoted them bad. They promoted them bad, and
they especially promoted Sunset Overdrive really bad.
Yeah, Rise Son of Rome should have sold better than what it did.
Well, okay, but hold on. Okay, so there's a topic that we're going to get to that we're going to kind of touch on Rise, because it's got to talk about it's actually going to be the next topic. So, but my last thoughts on this, and I'm going to read what the ladies are saying on here, Cozy and Curie. First off, with Curie, she said Steam trained me too much for that pocket watching. She's like, getting 10 games, sometimes even more for my $100. You know what I'm saying? It's queenly. You know what I'm saying? And then, saying Beluga sits there and she said, look, I usually play on GOG. You know what I'm saying? Look, there and those sites are you catch a sale from Steam, it will change your life. It will change your whole perspective on how you look at other things, right? Like Xbox is getting very, 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 very good at having their sales more frequent and having some really good deals. Because there were some games that I would never pick.
PlayStation does it too, but
I know PlayStation does it too. But
theirs is very much like they don't really advertise it.
No.
They just kind of go, oh yeah, you just got to go on the store and then find.
And if you notice over the years, Microsoft has really big discounts and sales. Around the same time Steam has its summer sale.
They do, and that there's a theory on a lot of stuff. I mean, we got other topics that we're going to drop into, but me playing on PC, playing PC games have really opened my eyes. Plus, of course, I got to give a shout to Don, because Don was like, bro, you're going crazy. You're doing this double, triple dipping, and you got to calm down. Like, bro, you got to calm down. And I did.
We told you that last year, K-Mega.
Well, no, I did. Listen, okay, so I didn't have a component. Okay, so except that little range from when I came back from vacation from September to
we know what it was.
November. I got compulsive. I got compulsive, and I went crazy. But then I stopped. Like there was times that I just didn't stop. I just kept on getting games.
I know. Just like, every time I turn around, you were like, "Dude, I bought a new game," and I was.
I got these 4 new games this week.
I'm like, bro, are you ever gonna play these games? And then I'll get to them at some point. I'm
at some point. Yeah, I mean that's how I do it. But I just but I had to calm down, and that's what I'm saying. It does change your life and change your perspective. And so I'll check out for deals like. I am itching to want to get the it's not FIFA anymore, but the FC
24.
It's only $15 for the Ultimate Edition.
It's on EA Play or whatever.
I know I can play it for free, but I'm like, if you know what I'm saying, like I could have it and keep it. Like I don't have to worry about, you know what I'm saying, having to go through it. What if I lose my subscription or something like that? Like
I'm about to pick up Crime Boss. It's $20 now. I've been on that game, but I wasn't going to pay like
Crime Boss on Steam is $15.99, and you get the DLC for free.
Oh, really?
Yes, I seen it there
because a great deal.
Because I got Crime Boss a while back. Like I got it for a really good deal because I had some points, and so I got that shit for like $6. So I was like, oh, I got that. And
I don't play shitty games, so.
But $20 is no. I hear people say it takes a lot of Crime.
Yeah, Boss. they say Crime Boss is not bad. They say it's better than Payday 3. So I was like, okay, cool.
You guys get so offensive,
and it's co-op.
Yeah, because you play Crime Boss, the sucker, to call it a shitty game. You asshole.
Come on, man. I gotta see Vanilla Ice.
I have never liked those. I've never liked those payday type of games. I've never liked those. So.
Yeah. Well, I've never played any of them, so I'm like, okay, let me just try this. You know what I'm saying? They got.
I know it's different from Payday, but it's one of those games I'm like, I don't want to play.
Yeah. So, but anyway, all right, let's get to this second topic. Okay, so all right, so is PlayStation strategy? This is going into what we were talking about earlier. Is PlayStation strategy still working with keeping third-party games exclusive. Now,
I did put that one in there too, didn't I?
You did, SirXman. I sit there and I was going to give all the credit to you tonight for the topics, except for
the last two,
yeah. But
did you talk about Elden Ring yet?
I showed my gameplay of Elden Ring, and then I showed at the end where I got cooked. But
you gotta wait for the free for all at the end of the show.
Okay. Yeah. Just wait for the fourth topic, which is the last.
Yeah, because I got something to say about that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good deal. Okay. So anyway, the strategy. I'm going to go to Yobi. Yobi's been quiet. You know what I'm saying? So, is it a good strategy? Because the reason why I asked this is that Stellar Blade, it sold over 1 million copies. That's great, right? But I can remember with Xbox having 20 million, 18 million consoles sold, and it sold 1 million for Sunset Overdrive and for Rise Son of Rome. It got shitted on by not only the media, but by the stands and saying, oh, y'all only sold 1 million. But now you got 69 or 65 to 69 million PlayStation 5s in the wild. And they're over here talking about this is a great situation. They paid their bills. They got their money back. So is it really beneficial? Because I would think that Stellar Blade would have sold a hell of a lot more if it was a multi-platform like it was originally going to be. So Yobi, what's your thoughts about this? Is PlayStation's strategy of keeping games in-house still working for them?
When you say in-house, you mean third party or first party?
Third party.
Me personally, I look at it like this. How long have they been doing this? It's been working. Now, for all their games, it didn't pan out. You was on the front line about this one game. This the main character is a black woman. What's the name of that game?
Oh, Forspoken.
Yeah. You was on the front line about that game. People trashed it. You said it's fantastic. I'm going to buy it.
Get it and you'll enjoy it.
And then sales wise, it didn't turn out. It didn't turn out the way Sony hoped. And a whole bunch of other third party games that they made time exclusive didn't pan out. But you strike gold a lot of times, or sometimes you hit cold. You get cold, like Christmas, whatever. I don't think it works. I don't think it works a lot of times, but I expect that Stellar Blade to do more than 1 million because of the public uproar and everybody's going batshit crazy, signing petitions and shit.
Right.
But that's shit happens. It is what it is. It's not to take nothing from that team who made that game. You guys got 1 million plus. Fucking fantastic. Congratulations. Can't wait to try it out when it comes to PC or Xbox or whatever. But the more the story is, they strike gold a lot of times. A few times they've been missing. This generation, it's been a hit and miss. But shout out to the Stellar Blade 2 who sold over 1 million copies. That's good.
Yeah, no, it's good. I'm happy for it. Yeah, like no doubt about it. No doubt about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's funny to me that I see Stans over here talking about what Hellblade 2 did in sales, but yet, there's Game Pass. There's a out, you know what I'm saying? And this is
a different metric.
That is a different metric. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about a game that is being sold that's not on any service, and it sold just 1 million. I mean, that I'm cool with that, but it's kind of crazy. Anyway, but
so Chris Coleman, I wasn't talking about Forspoken on PC. They were all talking about Stellar Blade. But I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, Forspoken. Yeah. Forspoken was day one on PC. I bought it day one. I pre-ordered it actually. Yeah, and I picked it up, and I couldn't stand the character at first, but the gameplay of it was what kept me going, and then the game just got fantastic, and I was just like, oh my god, this game is right. Yeah, Forspoken. Yeah. So Anyway, and I still can't believe this is playing off of my Series X right now. Oh my god, I can't believe how good this guy did. Hellblade. Look at I just look at how good I just
look like a damn movie, dude.
Did the theory on gods, bro.
It looks like a fucking movie. That's crazy.
Man, I love this shit. This shit is incredible. Anyway, but Dark.
That's the best looking game this generation.
Oh, it's the best looking game. There's no game that looks better than this. There's no game that looks better than this.
There's a better game out there that I'm playing right now.
What's the name of it?
That's it's the game of the generation, guys.
It can't
Oh,
even
it's
name
got to
the
be
damn
Star.
game.
It's got to
Come
be
on, dog.
Starfield. It got to be
It's
Starfield.
that Starfield.
Wait,
Mm.
Dark. Did you see what they posted on Twitter about Starfield?
No, I didn't see it. No.
There's a team of modders. They are bringing the Elder Scrolls Tamriel to Starfield.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're gonna like
You
input
gotta
it
find
into
the planet.
No. They're gonna create the planet because the
Oh.
mod tools allow you to make planets. So they're gonna make a Fallout planet.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
that's gonna be sick.
Yeah, look at
That'd
that
be cool.
goddamn tornado.
Insane.
Anyway,
Insane.
but yeah, but Dark, your thoughts about this whole situation with the exclusivity with PlayStation with third-party games? Is it still working? Like, you know what I'm saying? Do you feel that it's still effective for them?
It's working, but you know, and I'm always seeing people on Twitter being like, you know, blaming PlayStation for this, right?
Mhm.
But you also got to blame the devs for this,
Okay.
because they're the ones who took the bag, right?
Oh no, of course.
True that.
You're absolutely right.
They're the ones who took it and said, okay, you know, like if PlayStation didn't do that, then yeah, it would be everywhere. But since PlayStation did that, they were like, oh, we'll take the bag. Yeah, we'll take the money. They took the money, and they're making, you know, they're doing pretty well. I mean, Stellar Blade, what, 1 million sales? That's pretty good. You know, I'm not. There's nothing to scoff at. You know,
No, I'm not hating on it. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, we're going ahead.
you know, there will always be those people out there that'll say, you know, 1 million sales, but there's like, you know, 50 million PS5s out there. Like, what the?
I thought there
you
was
know,
60, 65
or
million. I saw somebody posted.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't
60,
know. I don't know.
Who knows? We don't
Yeah.
even know. We don't like of an official number. We don't know unless freaking PlayStation comes out and says it. We don't know.
Mhm.
Here's K Mega's blue chick.
Thank you, because I was just thinking about it. Like, they're her hot blue ass, right?
I
Yeah.
knew. I was like, this man and his blue women, man.
I love my blue women.
This man and his transgender women too. I don't know.
Oh my God, what is that? I ain't never said that. Oh, you talking about poison? Yeah, they did. Yeah. Okay, you got me on that one. Then I'm sorry. That's a woman to me. I don't care. Poison too thick. Anyway,
I ain't seen no Adam
but
Driver.
yeah, me neither.
she could have surgery.
Oh man.
Who knows? You know, whatever.
No.
But you know that like I was saying, the 1 million sales is nothing to scoff at. There's always going to be those people that come out and say, you know, like there's 60 million PS5s out in the wild, and Stellar Blade only sold 1 million, and it's just like, look, that game is not going to be for everybody. You know, it's the same thing with, like, you know, majority of people probably don't even know what that game is. You know, the only ones who actually know what that game is the people who are on Twitter or us, the hardcore gamers. That's it. We're the only ones that know what that game is. Literally, my cousin was all like, hey, what's this Stellar Blade? I was just like, oh, you didn't hear about it? He's like, no, what is it? I was just like, it's a action, like, you know, platforming kind of, you know, kind of like, not Bayonetta, but kind of more like it's got its own, like, you know, different, you know.
Yeah, I think you can put it in the Bayonetta.
Yeah, I'd probably
class.
put it more in the Bayonetta class. Yeah.
But would he know what Bayonetta was? That's the question.
Right. That's the thing. I mean, most people don't even know what Bayonetta is, you know. So it's like people. I feel like a lot of these people just try to say these things just to get a rise out of people, and I don't know why people feed into it, because you know exactly what they're trying to do.
Oh yeah,
like I don't understand why you're feeding into it. It's just, I guess, just to keep the conversation going, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, you know, Sony doing the third-party deals is really just because, especially this year, I think it was because a lot of it had to do with they knew that they didn't have, you know, a lot of exclusive content coming from their first party studios. You know, they knew, oh, we're going to have, they probably already knew that they were going to have Concord. They probably already knew that they were going to have Astrobot. They probably already knew that they were going to have, that's it, right? I mean, that's the only first party games that they have, right? Like,
Right.
I mean, not even
Astrobot.
Helldivers. I said that one. Helldivers 2 wasn't even a first party when it was being made. So I mean, now it is because they own Arrowhead or whatever now. But before it was made, they didn't own them at the time. So
The Splatoon copycat.
they didn't. But that's not really. I don't really consider that an exclusive because it's third
It's
party.
only on PlayStation.
It's a third party deal. It literally is a third party deal. I mean, that's what they're doing. You can't call. I know people call it second party or whatever, and there's no real such thing as second party. It's just a third party deal that they have with Square to bring that game to the PlayStation. I'm sure that game's going to go to Xbox. It's going to go to PC. Yeah. It's going to go to Switch probably at some point or whatever. If it ever makes it to Switch, I don't know because of Splatoon, Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't necessarily like the third party deals that they do, but I also understand why they're doing them. Because it's like, well, we can, have more games on our system for and kind of create competition against the other half of from Nintendo and Xbox. And they don't really. They just don't, and Xbox has always come out and said, "Oh, we don't." Especially Phil Spencer has come out and said he doesn't like that kind of mentality.
Right.
But PlayStation likes to do that because they're like, well, we can keep those games on our console for however long, and
yeah, they've been living on that since the PS1. Yeah, they've been doing that.
Yeah, they've been doing that for a long time now.
Yeah,
they've been doing that since like you said, since the PS1. So it's nothing new, and it's not going to change. I don't know why people are thinking it's going to change. It's not. I always see so many people on Twitter or on even YouTube videos like complaining about it, and I'm just like, it's not going to change. The Sony sees it as a good strategy for them. They're not going to change that. If they start seeing where it's not a good change or a good, doesn't bring them in revenue, then they're not going to do it anymore. But they're continuously doing it because, yes, they have the misses here and there, where, there's some games that just don't sell well or whatever that are third party deals, but they have games like Helldivers 2. They have games like Stellar Blade that come out that are hits, and it clearly is showing that it's helping them.
Okay. All right. So, SirXman, your thoughts on this? I mean, you heard what Yobi said. You heard what Dark said. What is your interpretation on this situation with PlayStation doing their third-party deals? Does this still make sense for them going forward? Because, as I said before, it used to be where consoles, if they sold over 10 million units, 1 million was trash. But now it's beloved, and it's looked at as that it's Switch calling. Let me read what Curie is saying right here. She said 1 million sales for Stellar Blade on a 50 million budget is 20%, is 20 million profit. Which, considering marketing and not all 1 million being, USD, which she's also correct with that. So, is it beneficial? Do you think that it still works for them? Like, I mean, Dark think that it still does. Yobi thinks that it does to a degree. Where are you at? Where are you at?
Well, my concept of this situation is I know that Sony's been doing third-party deals. Even Microsoft has done third-party deals, exclusives over time. Especially with 360, they've done that too. But I think now the way things are changing, where these third parties need to branch out to more consoles, it cracks me up that they keep seeing that when Sony gobbles up a third-party game, I'm being real, pretty much nobody buys it over there. Dark says that many times. They do not buy games over there. And but when they don't do that, some of them actually say, all right, we're going to try to go to Xbox. I'm like, don't try to come over here later. That's what I get tired of. You come over here later after you have a failure, not making enough money on the side that you decided to go to because they gave you a little bag or they gave you nothing, or because they're the biggest console. A lot of those people don't buy your game, but you bring it over here to expand your game to more players, to more people, to get more revenue. That's why you put it on multiple consoles. They didn't even, it's like, I don't get it now because it's a new day and age. I know people are going to tell me, well, Xbox should do that too and stuff like that with some of their games. No, you still have to keep some of your primary main games, I'm putting this out now, as your main games. The Gears, Forza, the God of Wars, the Horizon Zero Dawns. You still have to keep some proprietary things over there. But for a third party, that just gives them more options now and more people to view their game, and possibly more sales. All it is just downloadable digital. It's just downloadable. It ain't that they're going to get a game for this or that console and all that. Everything's pretty much downloadable now, so it can go anywhere. So that's what bothers me when they go to one console, pretty much just because the numbers of the console is higher than the other console, and you forsake another console that's actually doing pretty good in gaming sales. They sell games well over here, but you forsake them, and then you want to come to them later on your own because you didn't make enough money over there. That's the biggest part of this issue that bothers me. Now, if they got a big third party over there on the PlayStation side and it does do good, then they made a good bet over there. But a lot of times recently, they haven't been doing that good. 1 million sales, I'm sorry, but it's true. 1 million sales with 56 consoles, 56 million consoles. Percentage-wise, that's not that.
Well, percentages is ass. Yeah, if you want to go percentage, attachment rating, we should say that's ass.
Yeah, that's like K-Mega said. But if you go to Xbox, and I'm being real, and you bring a decent good game over here, like Stellar Blade, I heard was good, but very few people play it. But on Xbox, you have a bigger attach rate to your game. So if you sold another million with a game just being downloaded, you could have had 2 million. That would have been more money.
And they would have had a bag, especially if that game was going to be promoted on Game Pass. But that's why Sony do what they did. They don't want those games to have the ability to come on Game Pass and stuff like that.
That wouldn't have came to Game Pass. They could have put it out all right to buy. There are games that come triple play where you just buy. They don't all have to come to Game Pass. I don't know. This will bother me too. Why do people think all our games are on Game Pass? We buy regular games at full price over here too. They are not in Game Pass.
Because they don't want to spend the money. That's why, sir.
Game Pass just gives us an option to save on our first party games and other games in the systems like the EAs. That puts more money in your pocket to buy a game that doesn't want to go to Game Pass. It happens to be a good game. That's more money. We have more money to spend over here because I'm saying it, because our first party games go into Game Pass. So if Sony did the same thing, people would buy more of those third party games that don't go on their system. But they don't do that. So we have more money over here than they do. And that's why that guy you was talking about earlier, well, I don't have the money, for all the games that are coming out on my PlayStation. But you do over here, K-Mega.
Right.
Even buy more money on games on Steam. He called you Mr. Richbag. No,
Right.
I'm just thrifty, and I know what's keeping me with money in my pocket to buy these other games.
Right.
And it's Game Pass. And it does make a difference. Dark, Game Pass actually keeps more money in your pocket, don't it? To buy other games, correct?
Game Pass? What's Game Pass?
Oh my God.
I don't know what
All
Game
I
Pass
know is that I hit this. I'm
I
hitting
don't-
this goddamn.
I don't know what Game Pass
is.
with this
all
K
I
Mega
know-
wand. You know what I'm saying? K Mega's
all
good
I
with a
know-
wand. Let's go.
all I
I'm
know
zapping
is-
that ass.
is that PlayStation rules and it always will.
Oh my God.
You signed a contract already, brother. You can't go. You can't renege now.
You can't go back.
You
can't go back, man.
You're
Dark
a
just
bot
trying
now.
to start some
Anyway,
drama
I know,
right
I
now.
know,
But he said
Oh,
this many
shit.
times that Game Pass saves him money.
No, yeah, I love Game
No.
Pass.
Yeah,
I
Game Pass
actually,
saves
I used
a lot
to,
of people money.
I used to hate Game Pass. I used to hate
Right.
it.
See, Don was the
But
same
then-
way. All of a sudden, yeah. I
So,
said,
Dark,
I said, when'd you
is
play that?
Game
When'd you
Pass-
play that, Don? Oh, I played it on Game Pass. Ooh, really? You played it on Game Pass? Shut up,
So-
nigga. I'm
so,
like,
Dark, would you admit that Game Pass actually helps you have more money in your pocket to buy other games, like games on the PlayStation, and games that you can't get on Game Pass, you can buy outright?
That's a great point.
I don't know because of the fact that
Oh,
I'm rich.
you know.
Oh, my God.
Come on, sucker. Don't
I
do
can
that.
buy
Don't do
whatever
that.
I want.
Oh,
So,
I mean, we got you on that. When you go ahead and flex that money,
I don't
but
have
I'm
to
just
wait for
saying.
sales. I don't have to wait for deals. I just buy
Dude.
whatever I want anytime I
Hey,
want.
K Mega's birthday is
all
August
times.
25th. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
And mine's the 22nd.
I am Kamuchin. You know what I'm saying? K Mega is like, we'll take any gifts.
Come on, Miss
anything.
Daddy Bank, share the wealth.
Small
You know,
or
don't be
small
ugly,
or
man.
big
You
games.
talking
I'm
about
saying,
that?
I'm
Come
trying to
on,
I
be-
man.
appreciate all of the love. You know what I'm saying?
trying to be
I'll
the
keep it on the
opposite of
budget.
that dude that you were arguing with on Twitter.
Right. I'm like,
Oh,
I'm
you
retired,
heard that
bro.
too,
Like,
huh?
what are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? This man, what are you talking about? I'd rather
No,
buy a $70 game.
you-
What the? You did all this?
I rather absolutely. I'd rather buy $70 games. No, I'm just kidding.
Fraud,
No,
fraud.
you have a good point, SirXman.
Yeah.
Definitely. I do save a lot more money by having Game Pass, and I do definitely buy more games because I have Game Pass. So yeah, it's definitely a honestly, I just look at it as a win-win situation, you know.
Right. Okay, so let me read this from Chris Coleman, right?
I
You know what I'm
wanted to
saying? We
read it
gotta
too.
let. Oh, okay. You go ahead and read it. I just wanted to let some of our PlayStation brethren that listen to us. We
Yeah.
appreciate y'all, even though y'all be on that bullshit.
Yeah,
We
he-
Oh, hell
you know what I'm saying? No. Let him. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead.
Relax.
Go ahead. Go
This
ahead.
man, he says Hell Divers was always the first party IP since Vita. We didn't bring out Hell Divers. That wasn't the
I did.
argument. But okay,
I
but
did.
he said
That's
why don't
why.
people use the same argument for Nintendo when they use third party dev for their first party game? I brought up Nintendo years ago when they announced Marvel
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 Alliance
3. Yeah, Marvel Alliance 3.
Marvel
Yeah.
Ultimate Alliance 3 for
Yeah.
exclusive for the Switch. That
Right.
that deal should have never happened. That game should have been multi-platform.
I would like to know how that game.
100%.
Actually,
I would like to
that game
have-
should
yeah,
have never
that
happened
game was
at
really
all
good,
because
bro.
that game was not very good.
Really, you
Well,
like your
that
game? I thought
fire.
that game was
That
dope.
was
I mean,
deep.
I didn't beat it, but
I
I
enjoyed
thought
it.
I didn't like
played
it as
I
much
enjoyed it.
as 1 and 2. 1 and 2
Oh,
were
okay,
way better.
okay. I thought it was pretty slick, but
We
but
might
like I
get
said-
that back compat now opened up because of Activision. I can't wait for that.
No, I think that's a Marvel thing. So they would have to.
They made 3 way more grindy than they needed it to make it.
Yeah.
Because in 1 and 2, there was a grind, but it wasn't
Yeah.
like
Like
with
that.
3, man.
It was,
3
a great
was
it
like-
was really like a dungeon crawler, but it was incredible.
Mm-hmm. Now, okay, so if this is my thought on it, right? Like, okay, so when he's over here talking about Helldivers 2, now what he probably didn't know that Helldivers 1 was also on PC. So
it started on PC.
So it wasn't an exclusive as they claim it to be. It was only just a console exclusive.
It was only technically console exclusive.
Well, it was on PC too, day one.
But that's the thing.
Yeah.
Is it really an exclusive at that point? That's my whole issue with it. With everything.
With everything. Right.
It's not okay. Is it first? It's first party, but it's a freaking. It's on PC too, so it's a third party game, you know. Mm-hmm. And it's the same thing with this Horizon Lego game. That's a third party game. It's not freaking just PlayStation's game. Like it's third party. It's going to Switch. It's going to PC. It's going to everywhere else except for Xbox. Right. For some reason, I don't know why.
Right. Okay. So that's going to be probably when we get to our free all topics thing at the end. But I do need to go ahead and we need to move on. I mean, my whole thought of it is this. I'm glad that Stellar Blade sold 1 million. It'll probably sell close to 1 million, if not get over 1 million on PC. It'll get close, I'm sure. Because like I said, these PC guys are going to do filthy things to Eve. Like I feel bad for it.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to
move on, Mega.
What'd you say?
He said why is PlayStation exclusivity a problem, but Xbox deals like Stalker 2 I find Devs made a deal with Microsoft for the same extra help and support that PlayStation offers to developers also.
PlayStation's been doing this from the very beginning. Xbox is they've done it and they've been criticized for it. Like, you know what I'm saying? If we're really going to be honest about it, the media
they haven't been criticized, they've been ridiculed.
Let's be real. Let's be real, Chris. They take Xbox to the grinder back and forth every time some shit like this happens. But on the PlayStation side, everybody's quiet.
We only need to talk about one game. We don't have to talk about any other games, right? You know what I'm saying? No, Beluga, K-Mega is rarely wrong. So let's get that. You know, I don't know what she said I was wrong about, but regardless, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes Cozy.
K-Mega, you're always wrong. What are you talking about, dude?
The bird is kind of, you know what I'm saying? Maybe she mistakes her sunflower seeds for the bird feed. I don't know. Some things like that.
Hold on, Chris. I don't know if you heard Mega and DarkOttemis. Helldivers OG was not feeding PS3 only.
It was on PC. Like, I mean, I see it. It was on PC as well. Go look it up. But no, my whole point on this is there's only one game to really discuss when it comes to the whole thing that what Chris is bringing up, and that is Tomb Raider, the Tomb Raider game. And how much scrutiny that Xbox got when they did something.
They got bullied.
They got
breaking
NDA
to
breaking NDA
to announcing that the game.
And Hip Hop Gamer was one of the people that bullied them to give that information to say, "Oh yeah, it's going to be timed." So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so because literally buy the first Helldivers on PC right now.
Because they're so pissed off because they were so pissed off about it. But yet Sony has been doing this from the very beginning. So come on, check yourself on there.
Of course, it's like when you take the baba away from the baby, right? Mm-hmm. Like they get all upset and they get all pissy and stuff, and that's why you guys you rarely ever see me on Twitter because of that. Because they get all mad, they get all butthurt and like all upset when they clearly sit here and say that they have all this money to buy stuff that they want to buy, but yet they can't go out and buy a PC or buy an Xbox. Like,
they're frauding the public. And okay, so the anime rapper is over here saying people mad at Nintendo's second party games. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? They said, but y'all roasted Nintendo when they had no support from third-party studios. I don't care about Nintendo that much to worry about.
I wasn't even around when they were getting roasted. No one on this podcast have I ever heard them roast Nintendo. Everybody's always ever said I literally played freaking Zelda,
I'm only roasting Nintendo
Tears of the Kingdom for 100 and some hours, dude. Like,
let me tell you about us and Nintendo real quick. Let me tell y'all about Nintendo real quick.
They don't. Nobody roasts
Nintendo. We all know Nintendo rocks to its own beat. It does its own thing. they're successful at it, and they're pretty good with it. So all of us all agree. We all say this. Nintendo does what it does. It's a success at doing what it does. And we have no beef with Nintendo at all. We don't care if they do third.
I got a beef with Nintendo
I
for
don't have a
pricing.
beef with any of these.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, it's business. Okay, okay. So let me make this point right here. Okay, and then we're moving on to the next topic. Right. Okay, so, Chris is making this point and saying like Xbox has been doing it from the beginning. Okay, understand it where it first originated from. It originated from Sony. Let's get this straight. Yeah, you're missing the point.
Actually, it originated with Nintendo.
Well, it originated from Nintendo, but there was no PlayStation, and there was only Sega.
Right,
and
there was only Sega.
Yeah, there really wasn't any other entities.
Yeah, Nintendo and Sega ran their own lane.
Final Fantasy started out on Nintendo.
Yeah, they started on Nintendo, but then Sony went ahead and did it. But this is the reality. This is where this whole third party exclusivity rights shit started, and it started with PlayStation 1. Tekken. Everybody thought Tekken belonged to PlayStation until Tekken started becoming part of the stream. And then a game like Tomb Raider that started out.
Oh yeah, they took that away from Saturn.
Yeah, that was on Sega. That was an exclusive for the Saturn, and Sony outbid them and took it, and then made the second game exclusive to the PlayStation 1.
Second, third,
right? And then did the same thing. Because Battle Arena Toshinden was exclusive on Saturn, and PlayStation got the rest of the Toshindens and locked them down. And then when it came to any other fighter other than Virtual Fighter, Tekken, because Tekken was the rival to Virtual Fighter, Tekken was exclusive, and it originated from the whole gorilla pimping type of push. Yeah, it came business. From PlayStation. It's business.
That's where,
and it's what it is. And PlayStation made graveyards from it. They made graveyards of other console makers because of their guerrilla tactics. It's over with now because now all of a sudden Microsoft has got a scheme, and this is where we're going to get into this next topic, and it's different. And it's so different that the reality is that PlayStation can't keep up with this, right? Because now,
what are you playing, bro?
Okay, 24 WWE.
You're fighting for his life, man, over there. I don't know what he's
I know. I saw him go like, God.
So this is it right here. So let's go to this next topic on here. So so Xbox is bringing Game Pass to Amazon Fire Stick users. In certain games you buy can be played on GeForce Now, which I just found that out yesterday, which was pretty crazy. Is this a major move for Xbox with this whole situation? First, we'll bring up about the GeForce Now, and then, of course, kind of bringing in the game play anywhere aspect and stuff like that. But, Yobi, is this a major move for Xbox to bring Game Pass to the Amazon Fire Stick?
Of course, it's a major move. More eyes.
All right.
More eyes on the product, more people who can't afford, I think one of the main plays is like this: you bringing more eyes to the product, you bringing more eyes to the Xbox, you bringing more eyes to the ecosystem, bringing more eyes to a gamepad that got over 400 plus games, right? But a lot of things that people not realizing, you're bringing more eyes to people who can't really afford a lot much, who are living on a tight ass budget. Imagine a person living on $100 budget, right, Mega?
Right.
But they already got a Fire Stick. Like, I already got an old controller. I'm sitting on my dresser. I haven't used it in a minute. Oh, what's Game Pass? Oh, this is an Xbox server. You just pay $18 a month. They were like, how much? $18? You can't beat that. That's what I got to say about that. Like, it bring more eyes. It's good for the pockets, bro. Good looks, and it gets them closer to that that was like that 8 billion gamer ish that they were preaching about. So I think that should just step in more direction, more resources. It's just gonna grow the portfolio, man. It's a very, very good look. Very good look.
Okay. All right. What about you, Dark? Do you feel like this is a good look for Microsoft? Because I've seen PlayStation podcasts try to say that this is desperation from Microsoft because their consoles is not selling and that their games are not selling, and that this is kind of like their last hurrah. Are you in that same boat, or are you kind of in agreements of other people that's like, yo, this is massive. This has the potential to be a true game changer. Where are you at on the dynamic?
Bro, I'm always with the PlayStation, man.
Of course you are, until I bring up this contract. But go ahead, Suckle.
No, in all seriousness, what has Microsoft always been?
Software.
A software company, right? This is exactly what they're doing. This is what they've been doing since the beginning of the Microsoft, is putting software everywhere. And now, with technology the way it is, they can actually put it everywhere. You can put it on your phone, you can put it on your laptop, you can put it on your tablet, you can put it on your Fire Stick
refrigerator
now.
with a
refrigerator.
Your refrigerator with TV.
And actually, they have a deal with Samsung to put it on TVs.
Yeah.
You know, like it's something that they've been doing since the beginning of Microsoft. So, you know, to me, this is just Microsoft being Microsoft. To me, that's what it is. You know, and these guys who are sitting there on PlayStation podcasts saying these things, it's because they want to keep the console war going.
Right.
Even though they say, "Oh, the console war is over," they want to keep it going. For some reason,
they will have nothing to talk about if the console war is over.
That's true. They don't have anything else to talk about, and it's like, well, then just go play your games at that point, or just still talk about it. like no one's.
Well, no, talk about PlayStation gaming. You know what I'm saying? How about you do that? See how your ratings turn out.
Because I mean, most of these like PlayStation podcasts, all they talk about is Xbox.
That's all they
and
talk
what
about,
Xbox
right.
is doing.
Right.
And it's like, you know, as a PlayStation podcast, you would think that they would talk about PlayStation games, but they don't.
Why isn't it working, bro?
That's why I was like, okay, I don't really need to be a part of that type of, you know, rhetoric or whatever. For me, this is a smart deal for Xbox to do that, because, like I said, this is what they've been doing since forever, since they started. Put their software everywhere. That's their whole goal. Does it cannibalize the console? Yeah, probably. Yeah, more than likely it will at some point. I mean, at some point consoles will become niche, of course. That's just an inevitable thing. The old heads don't like it, of course. You know, there's always going to be the old man on the porch that's saying, "Oh, get off my lawn," you know, kind of thing. So there's always going to be that, but I think consoles are always going to, in some way, exist for those, you know, older people, or you know, a device.
Come on now, you're old ass too.
I know. So I'm getting into that.
You probably wear tidy whities because you're so old. But go ahead.
That ain't right.
No, I'm getting into that mode of like, well, you know, honestly, like before, when I used to say, oh, if they go streaming, or if they go, you know, do this or do that, or I'll just stop playing games, and then now I'm like, now I've changed that whole mentality of like, well, I think a lot of it had to do with just me being so comfortable with, you know, playing on a console.
Mm-hmm.
And I still am. I'm still very comfortable with playing on a console because this generation has you know, graciously given us that this generation. But next generation, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if there's. It sounds like next generation will be all digital. So that means we're either going to buy our games digitally, or we're going to play them through Game Pass, or we're going to play them on a tablet, or we're gonna play them, like they've been doing for a long time now. The only thing that I think, that could upset the balance of that is if both Nintendo and PlayStation did it at the same time, or did something like that. But I don't think Nintendo, it like we've said, is in their own lane, right? They do whatever they're gonna do. PlayStation doesn't really have the infrastructure to do it, right? Like, they don't have their own infrastructure to do it. They literally use
that forever.
They literally use what Microsoft basically gave them, right?
Azure servers.
So, they don't really have, that type of, if they have to go out and buy that, then that's what they're going to have to do. But I don't think they're going to do that, because they are kind of still in that old type of mindset where Microsoft is thinking about the younger generation, right?
Right.
They're thinking about, where
the generation is going to get old one day too.
Yeah, they are, and there's going to be something new from that, right? Like, there will be something else. There will be something. Technology is always growing. Technology is always changing. So there's always going to be something different.
Gaming.
Yeah, it's going to be different.
There's an evolution every century in gaming.
So it's definitely a good thing for Xbox and Microsoft. I think they're just, they've always been ahead of the curve,
Right. Sometimes way too early. Yeah.
Way too early. Sometimes way too early. Because look now. What do people use their Xboxes for the most now? TV, movies, playing games.
Well, I mean, they do that with their PlayStations now, because
they do that with their PlayStations as well.
We know what they watch on PlayStation.
Well, no. I will.
They don't have a browser.
Hold on. I will give PlayStation their props.
That's right.
When PlayStation was innovating out the wazoo and becoming and became the market leader because of their innovation, is because we started watching our movies and stuff off of PlayStation, right? Like, we were like, whoa, with the DVDs and
Blu-ray,
the Blu-rays and stuff like that. So, like, PlayStation was way ahead of the curve at that point in time. But then
streaming came into play.
Yeah, streaming came into play, and it was
and Microsoft,
Xbox started that with Netflix.
Xbox had a deal with Netflix.
Well, in the hard drive situation, because they were still worried about, we were still thinking about memory cards, and then it was the hard drive and implementing the PC into the console space and all that type of stuff.
Downloading your music. Remember how shocked people were when you showed them your Xbox?
That's what I'm saying. That was the selling point for me for Xbox, was like, I can play my music
my music in the game that I'm playing.
The music that I download into this, and I can play it on a game. Are you kidding me?
You could put it in a CD. You can put it in a CD, download that music, rip that music to your console, and then just play that music. Like, dude, I used to do that. I used to do that all the time with GTA. GTA, like, I'd play my own music playing GTA and stuff. Like, I would play the radio stations here and there, but I don't.
I would have barbecues.
I never really was a big fan of
people. I would have barbecues.
God damn it, SirXman!
Let him finish.
SirXman, you got your chance after this. Go ahead.
I'm getting God damn it, because he do me like that sometimes. I'm just messing.
I do. I do you like that? Pause.
I was gonna let y'all dig it out.
Don't you bring your ass in here, Viper.
Doesn't work, man.
But I think, God damn it, SirXman, I forgot what I was gonna say. Shit.
Yeah, because you old. You're done. Okay, we're gonna move on. You'll remember, and you can interrupt SirXman. Okay, SirXman, your thing about this is this a serious major move for Microsoft to add Game Pass to the Amazon Fire Sticks.
Oh, I know what I was gonna say.
Oh,
I was gonna say,
go ahead.
Because I'm not a big fan of like radio and commercials and stuff. So
I love
like
radio.
When I got like CDs on my Xbox and stuff, and I could like, because you know how GTA has the radio stations and they have moments of like commercials and like, you know, they're funny, but I don't want to listen to that shit. I don't care about that. I want to play the game. I want to listen to my own stuff. So that's kind of how I was always.
Yeah, and this was before Pandora and all that stuff.
Yeah, before all that. Yeah. Spotify, all that.
Boy, look how the wand of Mega hits their ass, boy.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ.
That boy didn't have a chance. That boy thought he was going to
look at you freaking noobing it with that freaking.
What you mean? That's not that. I mean, I've grinded
noobing
so
it
much
with the OP magic.
Boy, that wand of Mega don't be bullshit. Look at that tow. Look, man, Radon is
I heard you on Monday saying you didn't remember the boss, the Radon.
Yeah,
I mean, you didn't remember that you had to beat him, and I was just like, bro.
No,
get your shit together.
No. In the Elden, I didn't know that.
Get your shit together, K-Becca. Come on, man. You are not a Souls fan, so I give you a pass.
I'm not a Souls fan. I didn't know what I mean because the people that I played with, they told me, hey, the new Game Plus will benefit you. Just go through it and go through the game again. And I was, and
it really doesn't.
Yeah, and it doesn't. Like I should have just.
It only makes it harder. That's what it is.
Right. And so I was just like, but I tore Rodan's ass up. Look at that boy. I hit him with that wand of Mega. He didn't have a chance. Then he failed. He fell quick. I was like, oh shit. Now I do kind of want to go back and see if what I could do to Maliga, whatever Maliga, whatever her name is. Whatever her god awful name is. I want to kill her again.
Oh my God.
Anyway, that bitch.
I can't even with you, dude.
She almost made me give up gaming because she was so goddamn hard. But yeah, I got it.
You should have given up gaming a long ass time ago.
No, bro. How am I gonna give up gaming when I sit there and I'm playing a genre that I hate and dominating?
He bought about 2,000 games last year, so
Elden Ring is like the easiest freaking game out of the Souls games, dude.
Bro, you saw my gameplay from Sekiro and you said you was impressed by it. Now I didn't beat it, but
I was actually impressed by that because that game is fucking hard.
It is hard, and I got pretty far with it. Well, I got probably quarter of way in, and I stopped. I need to go back to see what my skill level is like on that now, but whatever. Anyway, okay, sorry, SirXman. It's your turn. Go ahead, brother.
But as I was saying, real quick, with on the other
you don't have
to I was going to tell Dark, with the OG Xbox, when I ripped music to it, man, I had people over for barbecues and parties at my house, man, and I just play my music on the Xbox through the receiver, through my surround sound in the house, man.
Must have been a big old sausage fest.
That boy said wieners and teeters. That
man, I had my kids everywhere in the house. I had my kids in the house. When it was time for the kids to go to bed, we pulled out the liquor and started doing more drinking.
Did you have some ladies there, or was it a wieners and teeners party? Which one was it, man? Was it wieners and teeners, or was it women there at that party?
No, it was folded up pancake party. That's what it was.
What the hell is that? I don't see you.
No one wants to know.
I don't even want to ask. What was that? What you mean a folded pancake?
That sounds like some other part shit, dude.
I don't know what's happening here.
I'm trying to keep you PG.
Hey, hold on, Cygnus. Listen. There is no such thing as a party if it's just a sausage party from time. Hell no. Now, a gaming session.
Dude, I had my kids and my wife at the time with her family.
Okay,
All
okay.
right.
So
You don't have to explain yourself, SirXman.
He said ain't nothing wrong with some sausage from time to time. No, bro.
No, never
You
ever.
flee is your business. I don't care. You feel let your freaky flag fly. That's on you.
No, like I was saying,
I don't care.
I'd have
Can't make a household. There got to be some TNA somewhere
I have
around.
my OG
You gotta have some kind of female persuasion
He
there.
had that little background going to the beat on the OG Xbox, man. That was sick, man. So we had a good time. I had all my music downloaded. I made a playlist on there for it to play when I had company, man. And if I wanted to change it, I had it in my hand, man. I love that, man.
That's when it changed. That's when it changed up for me. Is when we started having little after parties after the club and stuff. Yeah, I turned on my Xbox, had them little lights flashing there.
Right?
Yeah, bro.
And then
that
the
was
360 had the same thing. I don't know why they didn't bring the 60 that same.
I guess they felt like it was just too old because you could just do that with your laptop or something like that, or your TVs. You can do it with your TV.
Freaking staffs and shit,
bro. I know, bro. Yeah, man.
My God, bro.
Look, I pulled out that blood sword.
Oh my God!
Blah 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 blah.
You're such
How
a
am I cheap?
cheap ass gamer, bro.
How am I cheap?
But back to the initial topic.
Yeah, you gotta suffer through these
the last topic, y'all can talk about Elden Ring all you want because that's a free for all.
Yeah, that's our next topic. We can get to where we need to go to. All right, then we get.
I think the Amazon thing is a good thing. People think Microsoft and Amazon don't work together. They actually do. And like I said, Apple and Google are Microsoft's main competitor now. Amazon, they kind of worked it out with each other, Microsoft and Amazon. So they've been getting along in certain different fields of their things. The only thing that they were having problem with is how we're going to get along with cloud, because both of them have great cloud services. They have some of the top 2 cloud services in the business. So for them to work together for this aspect of it is a beautiful thing. And you want to put your games on Amazon Fire Stick and Game Pass, that's money. Who's gonna keep making fun about making money? You know, that's the big thing. Everybody's laughing at what Microsoft is doing, and Microsoft is laughing at y'all in their face and all the money they got rolling in. So y'all hating on the wrong thing. You need to be hating on what they doing over there, because it doesn't seem like y'all making the money that you should be making. You know, and if you took any ingenuity to your console and your company, remember, all these are 2 companies. Amazon is a company. Microsoft in a whole is a company. It's not just all about gaming. And Amazon and Microsoft both are about making money. That's all they worry about. And these 2 collaborations, Microsoft and Amazon are about to make more money. You think Amazon's not going to get a percentage of having the Xbox app on their system, and some of that percentage that they gain from people playing the game on the Fire Stick? They're going to make money there also. Don't think they're just doing it out of the goodness of their heart. You know, and with Game Pass being Oculus, they're gonna make money by having Xbox Game Pass on their Oculus. They're gonna make money too. So everybody all around with this Amazon, Microsoft sharing games, it's gonna be amazing. And Microsoft can share their first party games on Amazon Luna through Game Pass and put it everywhere, just like they do with the Samsung's TV. And now LG has walked on it. LG is gonna start putting Game Pass on there.
LG too?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that. I don't know.
Yeah, they're about to start putting Game Pass on their systems too. So, I mean,
those OLEDs are about to heat up.
Oh my God.
Bro, yeah, they about to play. They about to
kind of like the Sony OLEDs about to heat up.
Oh man, bro, that's crazy.
But it's all about the money, people. There will still be consoles. You want to know why there will always still be consoles? Because you got people that just want to sit in a chair, turn their TV on. They don't want to stream. They just want to play a game. They don't want the complication of a PC. They don't want the complication of a tablet or a handheld. They just want to sit there, put it on their big screen, and play the game natively. So consoles
they want a dedicated thing.
Yeah, so consoles are not going nowhere anytime soon. Maybe 40, 30 years down the line, maybe even 20, it'll be going away. But anytime soon, it is not happening, people. So all these people that say, oh, consoles are going to die. Microsoft, they're going to die. It's not going to happen. And I've heard, I was in a podcast earlier where somebody said, well, the next console for the Xbox in 2026 is going to be just a handheld. What are you smoking?
Yeah,
you just like handhelds. That's your
thing. They don't need to make a handheld. They already have them.
Yeah, well, I think that they're definitely going to do. That's going to be a new hybrid thing that they're going to do for sure.
Yeah, so you can do both, but they're still going to make a base console, and it will not go nowhere for quite a while. Now, the next console might be close to PC, but think about it. All the console really is on Sony and PlayStation is a dumbed down PC. Yeah. That's all they are now. You know, back then it was different. They were technical, you know, and PC was kicking their butt as far as graphically back in the day. But those games that we have on consoles were never on PC like they are today. Now the PC is still more graphically powerful. But how many people can afford that? You just got to think about the affordability. And consoles are still affordable for people to get into these ecosystems, PlayStation and Xbox. So they're not going anywhere soon. Because as long as you got a couch and a chair in front of a television, there will be consoles for the foreseeable future. So teaming up with Luna to get their streaming more out there, or the Fire Stick, is a great thing. That's more money, more pocket, more people getting in the ecosystem. People might say, hey, wow, these Xbox games are pretty good. I'm sorry. We might go buy an Xbox. Even though it's an S, we might just go buy an Xbox and check out what else they got. That's advertising right there. And as soon as Amazon starts announcing it with the Xbox logo for the new Fire Sticks, that's going to be a whole new level of advertising right there. So that's a good move.
Okay. All right.
About that. And Megan, to what SirXman just said about that. So the game, we don't know when Game Pass is coming to LG, but you can play Game Pass on the LG via the browser.
Really?
You just gotta connect your controller to it, log into the Xbox website, and go from there.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So you can do that before they do it. They do the native app because they were talking about doing the native app.
Yeah.
Wow.
Probably like sometime this year, or most likely next year.
Correct.
Yeah, the native app is always better, though. You know, like that's the thing.
That means TLC will probably get it, and everybody else out there, because Sony won't do it on their consoles. You already know that.
Right.
But if they got a Fire Stick, they can do it. But Sony will probably find a way to block that too.
No, I don't think so.
It's their TV. So if they want to bring it, if Xbox want to bring it to Sony TV, it's Sony got the final say.
So Sony got the final say, and if they want to block it on their TVs, then that's okay. But I mean, Sony TVs don't. I mean, they sell well, and they're really great TVs. They're just like
fucking phenomenal TV.
But they're just too goddamn high.
Yeah, I have one.
Yeah,
I have one.
We knew you were going to have one.
But the thing about the one thing I don't like about my Sony TV is that it doesn't have Dolby Vision on it.
Right? Yeah. And it's like
it's because Xbox has or Microsoft has a deal with that. So
right. So again, let me read the super chat and then let me clown. Saying Dark. DJ Birdo Doss, he sit there and say, K Mega cheese the shit out of that boss fight. Listen, bro. Listen. As you just see me out here fight, I'm over here fighting for my life right now. You saw me fight. I was over here. See, I went in there with the sword, with the blood sword, and look, I'm over here I'm getting attacked from all levels. If I hit him with
every game,
if I hit him with the wand. If I hit him with the wand of Mega, that shit would have all died. But see, I ran out of juice. But it's all good. It's all good. I'll be right back down there.
Hey, Dirk, how many times have you heard say K Mega say, "Look, yeah, I'm fighting for my life."
I don't have a problem showing people if I get killed. Yeah,
I gave K Mega shit about cheesing, but guess what? From Software loves it when people cheese.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because I had to earn the cheese. Like it wasn't like I just found something.
Yeah, it takes a while to be able to cheese like that.
The wand of it wasn't the wand of Mega. It was the wand of M, because I had to get the EGA up in there, motherfucker, to get that wand to get the flowing and get the hurting their ass. Boy, that was, you know what I'm saying? It was pain going on.
Yeah, because you got to upgrade all that stuff.
Yeah, max them out. Yeah,
get all that.
Yeah, and I got a lot of other weapons upgraded. So I'm thinking that I probably will try to go and be a little try to be a bruiser on the DLC. I got that one crazy huge like concrete shield. And so the only thing I need to do is just go to old girl, the sorceress chick, and then just kind of change my attributes. And then just become a brute, and then just start wiping shit. So I'm thinking about maybe doing that, because I do like hand-to-hand combat. But come on, man, I didn't cheese, man. I had to earn that, bro. I like that ass up, boy. The Wand of Mega don't play. That got me to beat. I beat Puff the Magic Dragon with the goddamn Wand of Mega. You know what I'm saying? I call it the last boss in Elden Ring. I would call him Puff the Magic Dragon. He's a big old fat ass dragon, and I just lit his ass up with the Wand of Mega.
People always think when they see YouTube videos of gamers like taking out bosses in like 1-2 hits.
Yeah,
they think that they can do that right away.
No,
that takes a minute for you to be able to do that.
Yeah, because I'm a level. I made a mistake and said I was a level 290, 294. I'm a level 244. I'm level 244. So that's a lot of grinding, you know what I'm saying, for that game. So anyway, but okay, so my thoughts on this whole situation is this, right? And I'll be brief so we can get to our last topic and get on out of here. All of this means Xbox is looking at the main goal, and that is Steam. This is all predicated to getting Steam, man, because the regulators can't jump down their throat saying you got exclusives here, you got this there, you got that there. They're like, we got games everywhere. We're putting games on TVs, we're putting games on competitors' consoles, we're putting games on competitors' like the Fire Sticks and all. Like, we got things on the video, we got things on other different entities all across the board. You know what I'm saying? Ubisoft is the one in control of our cloud gaming. So this is just the reality of it, right? Steam is what they're going for. I have no doubt now. This is their end game. And if long as they can sit there and they could go and they could just sign it just in case, because I know that Steam is a private company, but this to me is exactly what they're going for, man. They're just going for it, and this is just all a part of it, and it's closer to what other people have been saying on the panel tonight, is that they're trying to get closer to that goal. And in order for you to get closer to that goal, you need to do partnerships. You
spread it out.
You got to spread it out. And listen, let the stands sit there and say this is desperation move. PlayStation cannot compete with this. Even if let's just say they get 5 million, just 5 million on Samsung TVs, 5 million on LG, and 5 million on Fire Stick. They're
low
over
estimates, right?
Yeah, there's a low estimates. That is to sign in the Game Pass. That is still over 50 million subscribers. That money that they're going to be generating is going to be God tier. You know what I'm saying? And then the games that they're pumping out and they're putting out there, it's astronomical, man. Like this, and you also got to put in an equation this as well. They're still going to sell 40 to 70 million Xboxes because of their loyal fan base. That is a given. They're going to sell at the lowest 40 million to the highest 70 million consoles. So you add the console equation, you add everything else that they're putting games on other things, plus the games that the money revenue, that's 70%, that's 70 to maybe 80%. Well, I'll just think Xbox is just going to just get 70. That 70% they get from Sony, that 70% that they get from Nintendo, that 70% that they get from Steam. You know, like, think about that money that they're getting at a clip. And then every month for all the subscribers that's going to be a part of Game Pass, the competition better be looking at this shit like, yo.
They're doing exactly what PlayStation touted back in the PS3 era. Or actually, back in the PS2 era. Right. Back in the US PS2 era, when they were saying we're going to be the ultimate living room, home device. You know, we're going to be the ultimate, and that's what Microsoft's trying to do.
Yeah. No, well,
because the reason why they created the Xbox was because they were like, oh, Sony's going to try to take over the living room. They're going to try to take over the living room, and we can't have that. Mm-hmm. So that's why they created the Xbox.
Right.
And now they're at that point in technology where they can take over any device.
Right. No, you're right. And Cygnus is over here saying some wild shit right here. He's saying that the Xbox consoles is currently at 22 million. No, the last time I checked it, they were
God, really?
They're 30. They're at 30 or 30, a little bit over 30, right? The last I checked.
It doesn't matter.
But it doesn't matter. And he's saying, so it's going to be checking between 45 and 50 million. Okay, let's just say that your analyst is correct, right? Even though that I just read something from somebody that was saying that there was at 30 million, but that's okay, whatever. But let's say that they're at 22 million, and let's say that they're projected to just get to 40, right? Like where I said, and you said 45. So if they get to 45 to 50 million from their hardcore Xbox console gamers, on top of them getting over that 50 million threshold, because remember, it was 50 million at subscribers that was supposed to be the golden ticket, and then 100 million was supposed to be the one where they were going to be sustainable to where they were going to be, you know, from whatever, right? At 35, they're close to 40 million right now. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, they just saying 35 million. They're close to 40 million. When Call of Duty drop, that shit's going to go up. I don't know how much it's going to go up.
I think they have more than that, K-Man. I think they got more consoles than that.
Oh no, they got more consoles than 22 million. No, VG charts.
No, I think they got more than 40 million.
Yeah, no, but no. They're probably they're like. Well, the last time I checked from someone that put in something, and it wasn't VG charts, it was somewhere else. Matter of fact, it was an article from somewhere that was saying that they were at 30 million because PlayStation had 60 million. So like it was the 2-to-1 thing, whatever. But regardless,
but this is what I just thought about when you said when we about that. So say Sony gets to the point where they're going to try to sell off PlayStation, Amazon will be knocked out of the competition for doing it because it's going to be a bias there because Amazon is linked with Xbox now with Game Pass.
Well, they could still make their own. I mean, it is what it is. Like, I mean, and then once they make their own, then they don't have to have a contract anymore. So, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Bro, I don't care what they're like. Do you not understand this, Cygnus? See, this is the problem. You keep on talking about console sales. Xbox is at 35 million, right? Game Pass sales, right? Let's just say what they last said, 35 million. I know it's more than that from the people that I've talked to that knows the know. But let's just say 35 million. And they got, let's just say your 22 million consoles sold. Bro. That the money that they're making more money off of the subscription than they are off the console sales, bro. Are you like? Do you not understand what this? What you're saying?
And game sales too, not just the subscription. The game sales also
off of all the games that they're putting on there. It's great. I love it.
You guys are just feeding into this.
No. He comes out here to listen.
No,
I
you're
always
feeding,
like to interact with my PlayStation brethren out there, man. It's okay.
You're feeding into their console war rhetoric.
Yeah,
because they wanted to keep going.
No, I'm done. I'm about to get off of it. I'm just saying, I'm just moving on to the but I'm just saying, like, come on, think about that for a second. Like you're talking about just that's all they talk about is the console sales, and they're not adding
Xbox,
everything else. What made the PlayStation 4 so powerful was because of when the exclusivity rights was working for them, and then with Call of Duty, they were getting an 80-20 cut. Like, so Xbox was only getting 20%. PlayStation was getting a high percentage, and then Activision got the majority. Like, Xbox is getting 70%, bro. 70% of that money.
I'm telling you this.
It's nuts.
PlayStation won the console market.
Yeah, they got the console market. Okay.
Well, actually, Nintendo has got the console.
Yeah, yes, and especially if Nintendo wins the. Well, yeah, technically, but if Nintendo's also outsells the PlayStation 2. Yeah, they got the console market belongs to them wholeheartedly. The
one thing
they're only a few million away.
These people don't realize is that Microsoft and Xbox is making hand over fist in money by putting their stuff everywhere.
Right.
Yeah, because you have more consoles and Call of Duty and every other game that's over there in PlayStation.
PC gamers who play it on Game Pass,
and they play. And you got more people playing Xbox games now over there on PlayStation than you do with you're making money for Xbox.
Yeah,
so you're helping them by buying Call of Duty, playing CFD, playing the Fortnite. Not Fortnite, but
and Fallouts.
Fallout.
Minecraft. Yeah, it's crazy to see Xbox games in the top 10, and then just think of when they bring other games. And if let's say that like Indiana Jones is a timed exclusive and Avowed is a timed exclusive, and you know what I'm saying? Like, now I don't know what Avowed will do. I don't think Avowed will be something they'll sell on the PlayStation, but yes, Indiana Jones will rake if it comes over. Like,
because if you had sold more of the baseball on your console, it wouldn't have came to Xbox. The Major League wouldn't have said you're gonna have to put this out on an Xbox because we're not making enough revenue out of you.
It is what it is. They're making a new console. So regardless if they're in the red or if they're in the black, it doesn't matter. They're still continuing to make the consoles because they're making enough money elsewhere to not give a fuck. That's the thing. The console talk, the console war discussion is over.
It's over. It's done.
It's over. It's the software wars now.
It's over. And guess what? PlayStation, you won. Okay.
PlayStation, you won the console war. Good
job. Good job. You won.
Pretty soon, you're not going to be the market leader. That's a fact.
Hey, how them Sony pockets looking? You won.
You won because everybody knows software is king. Everybody knows that. Even PlayStation people know that now. Software is king. And now the reality is about to hit y'all's ass. So it's, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, Cygnus, you might be just, a PC guy, you might be neutral, whatever the case may be. But regardless, for you bringing up the fact of where Xbox consoles is in this, is they're in the black. They only sold 800,000. Don't fucking matter. Doesn't matter no more. It doesn't matter.
Not anymore.
Not
it
anymore.
Yeah.
It used to.
Back in the
last gen it mattered. Last gen it mattered.
Yeah. Yeah, last gen it
This
did.
gen, it don't matter. It don't matter. No, not anymore. Anyway, so let's get to our last topic, and that is the free fall. So I want to go off and start off with you, SirXman, for the free fall, which is just whatever that you wanted to talk about and that we didn't talk about already. And if everybody wants to have a discussion about it,
I'm cool. We ain't got to talk about. I'll go off whatever you guys decide to do.
Okay, all right.
Unless it's Elden Ring. If it's Elden Ring,
let me talk about this goddamn Elden Ring.
All right, let's
I'm gonna leave because I don't know nothing about Elden Ring.
All right, go ahead.
Why From Software did you give in to these fucking losers?
What the hell?
I don't know. I saw some other parties mad about it too. I don't know what they're talking about.
These little fucking whining, crying little babies who are like, "Oh, it's too hard for me. I can't get past it."
What, they changed the difficulty?
Learn how to fucking play the game, dude.
Don't tell me they changed the difficulty.
They changed the difficulty.
What you mean?
Even I can play it?
They updated they updated the difficulty. Yeah.
It's harder?
They made it easier?
They made it easier. They made it easier.
What you mean they made it easier? Because when I sit there and fought that big ass tower thing that kicked fired at my ass, that was one instant kill.
They patched it in. They patched in an easier. Making it easier. It's probably not it's probably still pretty hard, but they made it a lot easier.
Yeah, he's right. I'm looking at it right now. It says Elden Ring DLC difficulty officially low at the recent outrage. Get the fuck
out of here.
Bullshit.
Why are you getting into these freaking...
There's an update on here, boy.
Bro, I don't even play these type of games, and this shit pissed me off.
Fuck it.
Look at most of the of course you're not, you fucking loser.
Yeah, it's like they put an easy mode in Starfield.
No, listen. Somebody who's been playing these games, someone who's been playing these games since Demon Souls.
Right.
Okay. I played Demon Souls on the PS3.
Those games can rest in piss.
Those games were difficult. I love those games.
Hell no.
They weren't as difficult. They weren't as difficult as some of those NES games back in the day, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Well, yeah, we know.
Like that. Teenage Mutant Turtles. Everybody knows Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That was a hard game. Battletoads Double Dragon was a hard game.
Ninja Gaiden
was a hard game. Shinobi was a hard game, bro.
Bayou
Those
Billy.
games were hard.
Oh, Rygar, man.
Raiders in the beginning were hard as fuck.
And guess what? At that time, they didn't give in to these freaking people. Of course, we didn't have the internet like we do now, but they didn't give in. People, I don't know why they listen to these little
fucking
ass YouTubers who are like, "Oh, I can't get past I can't get past it because it's too hard. It's so hard that I'm gonna give up on the game." Oh, fucking well then.
Well, it was so hard to get Game of the Year, right?
Yeah, it's just it's so stupid, man. Why? Like, quit complaining about it. Play the game. Learn how to play the freaking game. And then if you have gripes about it, then say it. But if you that's the thing. Most of these guys they got to the DLC, they thought it was going to be easy because they thought, "Oh, well, Elden Ring was, easier than most Souls games." Then I'll play the DLC and the DLC will be easy. From Software has always been known for making their DLC harder than their base game. Always. It's been like that since they started doing DLC for their.
Hey, Dark, how many times have you heard people crying about, "Oh, that game was just too easy. I didn't like it."
I know.
When you get a hard game,
I know. They complain about it. I'm all like, "What do you want? Do you want it to be easy or do you want it to be hard?"
Well, I want it to be
hard.
Shut up, K-Mega. Don't
hard.
I knew you was going.
I don't want Demon Souls 3 hard because Dark
Souls 3 was not even that hard, dude. Come on.
You know what? After I beat Elden Ring and after I played Sekiro and
try Dark Souls,
I'll get back on Dark Souls and see if I can get past that first boss because I couldn't get past the first boss.
You couldn't get past the first boss on Dark Souls 3?
No.
He got there and he said, "Fuck
Oh
this."
my
shit."
And then, like in Dark Souls 2 or no, Dark Souls 1, you fight that big ugly thing with the axe. Oh yeah, no, or whatever. He wiped me and I cut it off and uninstalled it. Like, yeah, but I mean that was no. You know what I'm saying? Like I said,
Installed it. Damn.
I installed that shit immediately. I
Even
played
the
that shit.
original God of
about
Wars were
about an
hard.
hour, and then he kept wiping me, and I just
My
I'm
whole thing
done.
is that.
But I played God of War on the hardest difficulty and
God
all
mode. Oh man.
See, I'm that kind of gamer that
Yeah.
like the rest of the games that I play them usually on normal or hard.
Yeah, I play them on hard. I never play a game on normal.
I'll either play it on normal or hard.
I
But
play my Tomb Raider.
those games, I like them. They know how to make difficulty satisfying. Other games don't.
I will
really
give
know
it
how
that.
to
It
do
did feel sad. It did feel satisfying when I did beat a boss that was torturing my ass.
That was
I did
torturing
that.
your ass.
Yeah.
It feels good, right? You're like, oh shit, I actually
I will say
finally
that.
beat this boss. Sit down,
Right.
bitch. Right? You're like, sit
And then you say,
sit
man, I
down.
don't want to go
You
through
know?
that shit again. You like after you beat it,
Yeah, I
you
don't
like,
wanna go through
yeah,
that
but I don't
shit
want to do
again,
that
but-
shit again.
Pause.
But
I need to pause. I need to pause on something.
do
Oh
it.
yeah. I must have said I did say something about ass. So
But
I
I
don't know.
hate that there is people out there that are complaining about it.
The media finally
I'm
got
so
you.
glad that Kai Cenat came out and said, "Why you guys fucking complain about this?" And he's new to this stuff.
Right.
He's
He just started it. Yeah.
He's never he didn't play any of the other Souls games. He's just started playing Elden Ring. He beat Elden Ring, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And then he went into the DLC and he's playing it and he's having fun with it apparently. So if he can do it, why can't you? No, because you want to complain and cry and make From Software do what you want them to do. This to me, this is why it pisses me off, is because it could be the beginning of From Software starting to listen to these people who want an easy mode in these games when they shouldn't. When there doesn't need to be, when these games are not for everybody. Hello. Not every game is for everybody. Stop acting like, oh, every game should be for everybody. It's like saying every movie should be for everybody. Not every movie's for everybody. Not every music artist is for everybody.
Facts.
Stop this shit. Games
Okay.
don't have to be for everybody. Clearly, they don't.
Okay. I mean, that's a great point. I'm not going to complain about it. I mean, I did get past it.
If
you
were gonna sit here and complain about Elden Ring being too hard, the DLC being too hard, then I'd like to see you go back to Dark Souls 3's DLC.
Oh, that shit was hard.
That shit is hard.
No, the
And
original Mega Man games are hard. Fuck that.
Yeah, the Mega Mans are
Oh,
hard.
even the Mega Man games are hard.
Yeah,
Like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing? Why are we giving
Ghosts
in
and
to these
Goblins.
freaking people?
The original
I don't get
Strider
it.
was hard.
The original Ghosts and
Strider.
Goblins and Ghosts and Goblins 2 were.
But I agree.
Ghosts and
You're right,
Goblins
100%.
hard.
Yeah. So, all right.
But
well,
I don't know why we're giving in to these people, man.
Well,
I don't get it.
if they are, then I will thank them later when I go through my.
Oh my god!
Yeah, those guys.
The
can stick
Wonder
to play.
Mega Self.
This literally makes me not
Those
want to buy
guys.
it. This
those
literally
guys-
makes me not want to buy or play the DLC.
Those guys can keep playing
You ain't
their
played the DLC
Fortnite.
yet? You haven't got
They
it?
can keep playing
Well, I
their
haven't even-
Fortnite
I
and
didn't
their Call
even-
of Duties.
Yeah.
I didn't even beat Elden Ring. I didn't beat Elden Ring.
Oh, okay.
Because it was for me when I was playing it,
Mhm.
it was too easy. There was too much stuff to make it too easy.
Well, that's because you're used to playing Dark
Yeah.
Souls, so you know how it works.
Yeah, boy, there's bosses, man. Especially when you get out there and you fighting that flying weird
But I
dragon with the
also-
lightning, and then you get into that area
I
where
have also gone
Bolivia
back.
is. Man, that is a shit, man. There
I
ain't
have-
none easy
I have-
there. That was
I have
torture.
also
That was
gone-
torture.
I have also gone back and played it how I would normally play a Souls game, where I'm up close and personal and not using cheesy crap that I don't use. I mean, you can use it because it's it's in the game. It's fine. I'm
Hell
not.
yeah, it's in there. Shit, you better be
It's
glad
in
you
the
didn't see the Kamehameha wave.
man.
But
Of
you
course
hit
you
the
did.
ass. Of course, I got it right there, man. I could
Um,
add it to the collection, but I don't.
But that's
I just
that's kind of how I've always been with these types of games. I like
because the Witcher
I
games
like
aren't
to put
easy either.
myself.
The
No.
Witcher
I like to
games
put-
they're not easy, right, Game Megan?
No.
when you play it on
Absolutely.
hell no.
Absolutely not. Even like the Witcher, the original Witcher game is
Mhm.
completely like. I'm so glad they're remaking that game because
Me too.
it's hard to get into.
Yeah,
It's super hard to get into.
very hard to get into.
But yeah, man, it's just crazy that they're doing this, and this is just the beginning of them listening to these freaking
Trolls
whiners out here.
Well, that's crazy. Yeah, that's right. Battletoads, and everybody play. Get a chance. It's on sale. It's been on sale, man. Play that. This Suicide Squad, man. Suicide Squad is really dope, man. I'm telling you, play
It's
it.
fun.
It's
I
really
liked
fun. Also, Yobi, what you got?
Ain't got nothing.
Okay. All right. For me, I do want to. There's a couple of things, but I'll just end it with this because I don't know the Dr. Disrespect thing. He's cooked.
Oh,
He's cooked. He's cooked.
You don't want me to talk about this because you know why? I will. Ooh, you're not.
Pay that for next week.
All right,
Your channel will be torn down. So.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah. No. Unfortunate. It just comes to show because there's so many people that once the spotlight hits you, people start really coming after you, and then you get exposed for some dumb shit, and it's unfortunate.
Exposed.
Yeah. But man, you should know better. Like
he was like this before he became rich, dude. Like he is.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I guess we're doing it.
No, we're not because I'm not. I don't want K Mega to lose his channel because I am going to go off.
But once you get money, it still isn't going to change. I mean, only thing that's going to change is how much of what you are gets exposed. Like, what I'm saying? Because you're going to feel on top of the world to be more out there. You're not going to be more concealed. You're going to be more all
exposed.
In. Yeah. So
also, once you get more money, it amplifies what you already are.
Well, that's what I was trying to say. So you just said it much more, a lot better than I did. But that's the thing. Like, it's just more and so it is what it is. Now, listen, I get it. I think, if anybody's been dating or whatever, if you've been in a situation, I know I have, where there's a girl, she's hollering at you, and then you come to find out that she's younger. Well, then that shit gets cut off. Like, what I'm saying? Now, I don't know how far that shit has come. Yeah. Like, old girl sit there and I found out from her homegirl. Like, I didn't know. Like, what I'm saying? We was hanging out until 2-3 o'clock in the morning, going on dates and hanging out, going and partying and shit like that. She drinking and shit. And I'm like, oh, I'm thinking everything's cool. And then the homegirl tells me that, her age. And I mean, like, I'm 19, but still, what I'm saying? She's younger than 19. Oh, no. Then she tried to explain, and her family tried to. I don't want to hear that shit. I'm not.
Her family tried to explain what the fuck?
Yeah, because I'm like, how are you going to have a girl this age?
Some of these people
at 2-3 o'clock in the morning. Like, no. I'm in college.
And her family tried to explain. That's weird.
Right, because they said
I'm not doing an R. Kelly. It ain't happening.
No. I was cool and cordial with them. You know what I'm saying? But after that, like, she called me, and that shit she never got the answer back. You know what I'm saying? She came, knock on the door. Nope, I didn't open my apartment door. Hell no, get the fuck on. I ain't dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't getting me.
Never know.
Because you know what? Because that's the thing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not trying to catch a case.
Right. And then this is another thing too, right? Is that, like, okay, let's just say that the situation is somewhat true of that he didn't know this girl's age. Gotcha. I obviously, and I don't know all the logistics of it. I just know that, but people said he's done this before, whatever. But
he's married with kids.
But that's it right there. You're married.
That don't matter. That don't matter.
Kids.
And he cheated on his wife before.
That's right. Well, okay. That's a whole nother discussion, a whole nother can of worms. But bro, You have a young daughter yourself, bro. No. So yeah, you cooked, and NBA 2K kicked them out. And listen, you know what? I hate that for anybody to lose endorsements, but then if you keep on fucking up like that, then it's gonna catch you, bro.
You brought it on yourself.
You brought it on yourself, man. You gotta hold those demons inside, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be way stronger than that. On top of that, you
somebody
have a family
like that.
That's full. That's just.
You know what's
bullshit.
crazy about that situation, K Mega?
What's that?
It took this situation for him to get cooked, but he has a history of going into conventions and recording men in the bathroom using the restroom while they're exposed. He didn't get cooked for that, but he got cooked for that. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of these people get second chances, and then on top of that, this guy has a fan base that's still supporting him for it. It's gross. It is really fucking gross. Chances. Yes, and I'm like, come on, man. It's just like with the whole Boogie thing. Like, this man is changed his identity for 6 or 7, 8, 9 different times, and now he's even throwing the racist shit. And I'm just kind of like, at some point, it's time for you to just wrap it up. You made it. Yeah, I know. It's time for me to get out of here. You made enough money. You should have saved it, invested in something else, go off into the fucking sunset and keep it pushing. It's over. You know what I'm saying? It's over. So, it's crazy. But anyway, but there's also one more thing, and I'm glad you brought this up, Viper. Viper brought up the Forza Horizon 4 is going to be delisted in December. The game is on sale right now on Steam and Xbox and Windows. I mean, I already have the Ultimate Edition, but if I look and I see that there's some cars that I need or whatever that I didn't get, like if they added something extra, I'll pick them up. But yeah, no, I own every Forza. There's not a Forza I do not own.
You're right. In the same boat. Both of
them. Except for like Forza 1. I just bought Forza 2 2 months ago, and I got Forza 2 and 3, and then and
the servers are still up, K Mega.
Yep, they are because I tried them out. It's crazy. They still are online. So I got every Forza except for Forza 1, and
I got a copy of it.
Yeah, and I also picked up PGR
Project Gotham. Oh,
I got 2, 3, and 4 now.
Oh, so, we got to get down when I get my 3.
And also, lastly, the next month, I believe it's the 23rd,
29th.
So 29th, the 360 marketplace will go away with the Dodo Bird. So if you want to, and that's something that I'm going to be looking forward to trying to jump into and just trying to get as many games.
Yeah, I'm picking up Ridge Racer. It's on sale.
I'm finna pick up as many games. I've been doing that, but I'm finna just continue to keep doing that so I can restock my library of older games just in case.
I think
but
those
anyway,
games are going to come back at some point.
I think so too. I think Xbox got a plan with that because Sarah Bond brought up about
compatibility.
Game preservation, and so I think
even Phil said that.
Yeah. So I think that they're going to go all in on that. But for the Forzas, every 2 to 3 years, or I think with Horizon, this is like 4 years that that these games will get delisted. So yeah, pick them up. I mean that happens with all of them. The one thing that I'm very disappointed that is that like with the test drives. I mean not the test drives, but the Motorsport
1 they took away.
It's the games from Ubisoft, the races from Ubisoft. I forget the actual.
The Crew.
The Crew. Because it was online, it is delisted and you can't even play it. And I own the Ultimate Edition of that. So I'm not even going to touch the Crew. I bought the Crew.
That's why I hate this whole always online games. I hate those.
But you know what's like about Ubisoft?
Once they're done, or once they get delisted, you can't freaking do anything. You can't play.
Ubisoft still has their 360 games online though.
Mm-hmm.
Rainbow Six and the other Ubisoft game, they're still online.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. Maybe it's licensing of the cars and music and stuff like that. But yeah,
gotta be the licenses.
Yeah, but it's also like that. Like that's another discussion that we'll come back to again, where always online, which I don't have the problem with it. But as long as you keep the servers on, I'm not tripping. But yeah, people pay hard-earned money in cash for that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, keep, you know what I'm saying, do something for the gamers to alleviate that type of bullshit, or I'll just do what I'm
the one thing about Microsoft and their online, if you own the game, you'll still be able to play whatchamacallit online. I told you his ass was gonna sneak in here at the last second.
Look at his bald head fool.
And Mega. There's a team of modders who are working on their own personal service, so they can bring the crew back online.
Okay.
But that's on PC only, right, Yobi?
No, I don't know yet. So when they connect, they won't be connected to Ubisoft. They'll be connected to these teams modders' personal service.
Oh, okay.
They've done that with a lot of games.
Yeah, because I bought that volleyball game from EA, and I think that they have like a dedicated server, but they only play at a certain time. But you know, it's a crazy situation. It definitely is something worth talking about. But Viper, what did you want to talk about before we get out of here?
Oh, nothing. I just wanted to crash the show.
Get your fat head off the goddamn.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and get the hell out of here. Start with you, the working man. Congratulations on getting your I would say your promotion. It's going to be very fast.
No, it's not a promotion. I got accepted to nursing school, and
that's a promotion because you're gonna be making more money.
That ain't a promotion. Basically, I had to take the test, and then, you know, I have to be accepted from that test, and so. But
you're gonna start making more money though, right?
No, I got to go to school.
But okay, so you're going to go to school, and once you graduate, then you'll be making more money, right?
I got to pass the state board.
But test. Regardless, that's a promotion. That's congratulations.
Viper, you couldn't just let us leave at a decent time.
At least
you just had to come in here and mess it up.
It's a partial promotion in a sense. You still got more work.
We're all trying to praise this man, and he's all like, no, guys.
I'm not counting my chickens before they hatch. Okay?
I got you. But you know what I'm saying? So this man's gonna be wiping executives' asses now, old asses. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Make that money, man. Make that money. That man gonna be wiping
$1,000 an ass.
$1,000 an ass wiping. God damn, paid. Hey, listen. But you better hold that finger because
you wipe 100 asses in a day. That's how much. That's
10 grand. 100. That's like $1 million, right?
No. If he's getting how much an ass? How much did you say?
$1,000.
Oh, he's making $10,000 a day off of wiping butt. You know what I'm saying?
No. He said if you wipe 100 asses.
Oh, 100 asses. Oh, shit, that's 100,000.
That's $1 million.
Ain't no million. That's 100,000. Yeah, man.
That means you make 500,000 in a week.
The math ain't math in here, guys. What are you guys doing?
What are you talking about? 100 asses for $1,000 is 100,000, right? Come on, man. What y'all doing? Damn. Y'all motherfuckers is over here giving $1 million. God damn.
Yobi's getting out his calculator. He's all like, I gotta see it. He's all like, I gotta see if I'm wrong or not.
Yeah,
so who's right? Because we heard $1 million.
You right.
Yeah, 100,000.
Just
damn.
1,000 times 100.
What is that, man? Everybody from ladies and gentlemen. Now you see Oklahoma education. I may talk crazy, but that Oklahoma education taught me math. Shit, goddamn.
He might be slow, but he knows numbers.
I'm slow as hell. But I'm so like my brother Joe Biden, my uncle Joe Biden.
He may be dyslexic, but he knows numbers.
But I know numbers. Shit, I get the job done.
Well, just so you guys know. What I am planning on doing is going to be combining my knowledge of computers because I know how to build my own computers. I went through programming and all of that, and so I'm combining nursing and programming and stuff like that. It's called nursing informatics, so I won't have to be dealing with patients.
Nice.
Majority of the time, it'll be medical stuff on the computers, or if I am dealing with patients, it's just being a teleconference or a telecall on the computer.
Oh man, and you know what's really crazy when you work less? You work less hours and you make more money and you have more free time, bro. That's just what.
So you're a medical troubleshooter.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that position would, I think, starting off would be at around 350,000 a year.
See, that's what I'm talking about, bro. Hey, man, when I ask for a loan, you know what I'm saying? I'm only gonna need. I gotta give. When I ask for a loan for about maybe about $5K. I wanted the nickels and dimes. Nickels and dimes. I don't want no motherfucking. I don't want no for dollars. I just want straight nickels and dimes. And I want
you don't want any quarters or nothing.
Hell no, nickels and dimes of about $5K loan and nickels and dimes. You know what I'm saying?
Do like these dumb people. Don't go out buying a Lamborghini, bro. Do not go out buying no Lamborghini.
Hell no. Anyway,
he's gonna buy a Lamborghini with nickels and dimes. Oh,
now he's gonna buy a Viper because he's Viper.
He be pulling up to the freaking dealership with a freaking cargo freight.
Where can they find you at, man? We going left. We got to get the hell out of here. Where can they find you at, brother?
Freight. That's wild.
Yeah.
This man.
Where can they find you at, Viper?
Oh,
yeah.
On Xbox, RgviperX.
Let's talk about it.
Mm-hmm. And on Steam at Venomous Viper, and maybe Twitter, but I rarely post on there too. But Venomous Viper there on Twitter. So yeah.
This man still seems to be able to send me fucking dumbass shit though.
I'm like, oh shit! And I'm always in the middle of something when he sends it to me, and then I look.
I'm like, what the hell, man? I'm in the middle of something.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
but you like what I send you, don't
you?
Oh
yeah. You try to be.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yobi.
Yo.
Oh no, go ahead. What was you gonna say, Viper?
No, every time I send the stuff, you guys are like laughing, crying emojis, and all of that stuff. So yeah.
No, I'm like, what the hell is he thinking about?
Oh man, that been beyond it. Yobi, where can they find you?
That's what a legendary Yobi. That's it.
I spit on your thing, boy. That girl famous. Yeah, she a real one. That's wife material. Let's go.
That's a put a ring on it.
Yeah, that's it. Put a ring on that girl right there. She about that life. Yobi, where can they find you at? Other than you fighting for your damn life on that damn 2K.
Twitter, legendary Yobi. That's it. Peace, love, life.
Peace, love, life. All right, SirXman, where can they find you at other than the old folks' home?
Hey, don't come here because I ain't wiping your ass.
Or the cemetery. Where can they find you besides the cemetery?
See, stop that, man. Come on, man.
SirXman, I love you. You know that. Stop it.
I don't know about you because you don't know if you're a pony or an Xbox guy. So I don't know where you're coming from,
man. You never know, bro. I swing both ways. I mean, what?
Oh my God. We gotta go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Your outro is
SirXman everywhere. Let it go.
Lord, hey. Pause. A major pause.
Absolutely.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We are out of here. Dark
I tell
Ottemis.
you about them California people, man. You gotta watch them.
You gotta watch them Californians,
man. Them Californians is wild out there, boy. Hey, let your freaky flag fly. Where can they find your freaky ass at?
You know, Pride is coming up this Sunday.
You
got your rainbow flag in front of the house, buddy. You got your rainbow flag in front of the house, dog.
Do what you do. Loves everybody.
You can see my freaky ass on freaking Xbox, PlayStation, and Twitter at DarkOttemis,
and the Pride Parade too.
and as always, K Meg. It is a pleasure podcasting with you, brother.
Oh yeah, it's always fun.
Chaps in the whip in his hand, right? K Meg.
That mullet that he got, he whips that motherfucker, boy. With the straps, boy.
That's how I flirt, man. Just whip him right in the face.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
I'm happy about that.
So he's just gonna be singing that song. I whip my hair back and forth.
Man. The Curie said he got the colored yellow hand nails. He got the man.
Why you put my business in the streets, Curry? Why you putting my business in the street?
Let that man. Well, I don't even know. Let that girl do her thing. Yeah, let it go ahead, boo. Do you do that little drop thing that they do? Like that should be. I am amazed by that shit. That should be I'm like, man, I bust all that shit. Like when they do them dances and shit, because my wife watches that those drag shows a lot. The RuPaul shit, yeah, and then when they be dancing and shit, and they do that fall back shit on that back leg, I'm like, how the fuck do they do it? And there usually be some big ass dudes like Viper size and shit, just bang, boom, and pop. I'm like, man, that shit, it's impressive. But I'm like, oh no, bro, that's a different world.
I have no idea.
Oh my man, no, hell no. I lean back too wrong. I'm gonna break something, so I ain't fucking around.
Actually, K-Mega was probably like seeing it. He's like, "Ooh, what's this? What you watching?"
No. Quick story. Let me get the hell out of here. Now, I did one time. I was going to give me something to drink, and then I walked past, and I'm like, "Oh, what you watching?" And I said, "What you watching?" I said, "Oh." She said, "You like that?" I said, "Oh yeah, that girl got some cake on her." And she said, "Oh, you like that cake, don't you? You like that?"
Oh,
I said,
shit.
Yeah.
Told you it was a man.
She set you up.
Turned around, and I said, "Oh shit!" I said, "I'm out." She said, "You like that, huh?" Yeah, my wife gave me hell.
She got you. She set you up for the okie doke.
Yeah. She ain't clown me about that in a while.
Yeah.
You got caught with the lady boy bug.
I just saw some ass out in the thong. I was like, "Yo, what is that? What you watching?" And then, oh shit, okay.
Man, I would have been like, "I want a divorce."
Anyway, everybody have a good one. Listen,
all respect.
Have a good time. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know what I'm going to play tonight. It's going to be something, whatever. I don't know, but I'll figure it out. But everybody have a good night. It's still early. Listen, like I said to y'all before, I lived through y'all. Go have a good goddamn night. Hey, Dark. If you, it is what Pride Month, Weekend's coming out, man. Damn thing, man. Enjoy yourself, protect yourself, and enjoy that pants off, dance off. We are out. Good night. See y'all next week. That man's a menace. Wow.
Hey, thanks for checking out the GRG podcast. All your gaming news and our special topic of the week. Make sure to join us every Friday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 9:30 p.m. Central, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. This was the GRG podcast.